In the last session, we tied up plenty of loose ends with regards to the arrivals in Sigil, as well as two Harmonium officers working with them, tied up loose ends and opened quite a few new ones on the side. So, firstly, we had Rosa with Hayes and Verity, splitting up as they ran across the avenue from the prison towards the courthouse heading west. Rosa expecting to try and find the trail of her teacher, Sarmiya, along the way. All signs led them to the Interplanar Importers merchant house and restaurant. However, as they were quick to find out, the escape of the prisoners was hardly an isolated event. In fact, chaos had spread over the ladies' ward. The Mercy Killers are sending out full patrols and even unleashing the worm itself to try and trace down the prisoners who had survived and escaped through the destruction of the control operations and were now seeking refuge in any way that they can or taking any opportunity as criminals might. Verity makes a difficult decision to part with Hayes and Rosa, informing Hayes to at least fulfill the end of the deal and find Rosa's teacher, Sarmiya. It turns out that the Interplanar Importers, that some presence, possibly her Serenity, the Lady of Pain herself, has closed off all portal operations in Sigil temporarily, quarantine of some kind. They were able to force their way inside the Interplanar Importers towards a rear portal room where Rosa was able to pick up the trail of something of Sarmiya's belonging. Immediately entering, Sarmiya switched the allegiances, disabling the two anarchists with her and leaving two terrified technicians to explain that things went down, that they were being held at weapon point, try and open the gate back to whatever rendezvous location the anarchists required. Rosa still has difficulty coming to terms of believing when Sarmiya reveals that Nazukal is probably tracing Rosa through her own pendant, a very similar trick. Rosa also finds it hard to believe that Nazukal might not in fact be the bad person in this situation when he comes bearing a warrant from the celestial bureaucracy demanding an arrest for Sarmiya for crimes against the celestial courts and demanding that she be brought in capture to the realm of Yen Engwa, a judge of the dead. As Rose is in disbelief, Hayes decides that it's best to be less involved in these strange cases that these outsiders seem to keep bringing with them. Communications have broken down across the network, it seems, suggesting simultaneous attacks on the city court barracks and the prison at the same time. Verity tries to head back to the headquarters, but again is unable to put his own foot down when asked by other fellow Harmonium officers lacking contact with the headquarters to assist in a warehouse raid of some sorts. Meanwhile, on the other side, Balasar is all but ready to leave and go, while Alara maintains her own duty to her people. Alara notes that morale has plummeted significantly given the incumbency of several of the crew members. Noel is especially silent and cold about Rosa's leaving without a word. And Kurok, injured as he is, insists that those from Turokmal do accompany along to pay one last debt, as he calls it. It's with his help that Alara makes it along the way with the reluctant Balasan Fira to the 12 Factals Inn, noticing the chaos in the city all around them, Alara wanting less and less to do with it as possible. They are able to talk their way into the 12 Factals and secure at least some sort of temporary lodgings for the sick and injured of their crew, while proper help can be sent for. While it seems that all sorts of citizens in the ladies' ward are making their play known, the Fortune's Wheel gambling house is seeing this all as a greater opportunity for profit. Others are more concerned with what their own businesses and lives may be affected. And the Temple of the Lords of the Nine seems positively civic at ensuring some kind of law and enforcement here, which Tia wastes no time in pointing out. As Alara takes stock of the situation at 12 Factals, Kurok, Balasar, and Fira make their departure at this point. Balasar in particular has strong words and thoughts about powerlessness, about being unappreciated, and ingratitude from what should have been his finest moment in the void, witnessed by none other than Verity in some of the, well, not even present company. As he is pondering these questions, Kurok invites him to take a walk, even allowing him to vent on the former champion himself. It abates the temper somewhat, but Balasar's concerns arise anew when he finally arrives at the Snapfinger Tavern in the Hive, where it seems that Clan Matriarch Narpes the Gnoll has been quite busy gathering contacts of some kind. It's interesting to note that Kurok did make no mention of this to the others, leaving this as an option B in the event that working behind the law was required in this place. From what Narpes explains within the inn, with Kurok's consent, it would appear that the ship's captain is now under questionable locations, given what happened to the prison and such. But the main concern was always the navigator, or the power source of the ship, the one seemed capable of controlling it, Grandmaster Stravas. Through some leads they found, it suggested Grandmaster Stravas was likely amazed by the lady, her serenity. And in order to try and rescue him, some daring maneuvers would be called for. And hence either too reckless or too anthropic to object to this undertaking. Several new acquaintances made their voices heard here. Shall we hear them say hello in order?
Starting with...
What's the order?
What?
Don't look at me. Everybody knows who the fuck I am.
Come on, introduce yourselves. Let's start this session.
Okay, we've...
Tell us about your new character and their role or personality in this, their motivation.
So I am playing a very different character from what Alara was. Her name is Iman, and she is technically a born yesterday robot girl. She doesn't know anything, but she can pick things up really fast.
Okay, I'm playing Kendra, the trinket collector gnome. She is a thief, and she enjoys stealing things when she can get away with it, and profiting off other people's hard work.
As for me, I'm playing an Eladrin dancer of this for this time. Her name is Sonny Liana, but it's better to just call her Sonny. That's what she goes by. For her personality, her looks actually change according to her personality, but for most of the time, she's quite cheerful and in the mood for experiencing and discovering things. So that is the personality she has. She's mostly in this to try and get new experiences. I would say her hobby is to experience different magical items, either being used on her or by her.
And how does she do this?
Usually she will try to procure random magic items from the market, and then she resells them after she's done using them. She rarely keeps things. She mostly just wants the experience as a sensei.
She sounds like someone who might get along with Kendra.
Yeah, especially if Kendra keeps getting stuff.
All right. And Balasar, why don't you tell us how you're feeling at the moment?
Balasar doesn't feel like talking to any of these idiots at the moment.
Hey!
Time to meet
There's the
your.
idiot.
That this is the bed you made.
All right.
Oh
Give a
my
slight change
god.
of music.
No music.
All right. So, as everyone's looking towards you to plan, Kurok signals, "All right, huddle, everyone. We're going to have a discussion."
Kendra moves in close.
Seeing everybody moving in close, Iman is also going to like squeeze herself in between everybody.
Balasar is gonna switch to Adam to fit the table.
Are you gonna change in front of everyone?
Yes.
Sony's gonna be sitting at the edge of her seat when she sees that. I'm like, oh my god!
When he finally changes, she's gonna recognize him. Crew designation, Adam. Question mark.
You know him?
She knows me?
She knows you!
Query.
This
Kendra
is
will
so
blink twice and then say, "Never mind."
You know him?
Me? Oh wait,
Positive.
how does she know me? Somebody explain.
out of character. I know. Haha.
You were with Verity and the big guy asking about these pins. And I will show him one of the spent butterfly pins.
How come everyone knows this little changeling but me? Oh no. I should get to know you more then.
I'm not a changeling. I'm just a human. Just a boy. But anyway, we have more pressing matters. The plan, Kurok. Huddle up.
All
everybody.
right. He motions to everyone to huddle in, but you notice he leaves you for last, Adam. And as that happens, Adam,
Mm-hmm.
you look up, and there's a man standing across the table.
Oh, what a
Who is it?
spooky boy.
His face is shrouded in shadows, and you can make out a strange, like a thin shape beneath the voluminous robes. His face is pale and skin stretched tautly over bones, ears slightly pointed, eyes slanted, not elf-like, but from what you've seen around Sigil, this seems to fit a description of a Gitzerai. Gitzerai are well known in the astral plane, travelers of the worlds beyond and the planes in between, known for their strong lawful bent typically, or otherwise their desire to master themselves and the universe through sheer mental prowess. This one looks at you calmly.
Okay.
He's part of the
And
huddle as well, or?
He's above us.
And Adam,
Yeah.
you notice nothing else is moving.
I poke somebody who's next to me. Does anything happen?
You feel them, they're not responding, and the figure looks up at you and speaks. So, there are 3 things we should be clear on. Number 1, I will not ask your name, nor will you ask for mine. Is that clear?
Crystal. Number 2.
Number 2, whatever we discuss here and may discuss in the future, you will claim as your own ideas and plans and responsibilities. Is that clear?
Sure.
Number 3, in whatever circumstances that we may part, this meeting never happened. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Very well.
What's going on here?
So you may have an inkling of his plan to extract a friend of yours from the clutches of the lady of the city.
It seems like it, yes.
Do you believe this will be an easy task?
I've been told by some acquaintances that the maze is not to be trifled with.
Indeed, you are not to enter it. The suggested response is an extraction, for which there are three main components. The maze, like anything else in Sigil, is connected by portals. You know what portals are?
Quite well versed in them by now. I used to have a friend who was pretty good at those.
That will suffice then. For this undertaking, you will require a portal for a certain amount of time indeterminate. Therefore, it has to be a stable one. You do not want to risk instability when attempting an extraction.
Okay.
However, this task is likely left best to the last one of the undertaking. Securing a location may be difficult, holding it may be even harder. But keep your eyes and ears out for a permanent portal that you might find easier to use when the time comes.
All right.
The second component, a material or portal. Do you know what a portal key is?
Yes, I've had a very personal experience with one. Let's just say that.
Very well. The portal key required to breach the lady's mazes will be one of significant power, though not necessarily recognized by others as such. There is a faction known as the Aethar. The less said of them, the better. But they dwell within the region known as the Shattered Temple in the lower districts. The Shattered Temple was once the grand headquarters of a god known as Aoska, the god of portals. He had differences and a falling out with the lady, and I suppose you can guess the outcome. Either way, the Aethar still hold on to certain relics of this forgotten god, and a single relic would be potent enough to penetrate into the lady's mazes, or perhaps even her own domain if you wished it. I would recommend you try and get your hands on one of these relics.
Okay. Relic from the Aethar faction. Got it.
Yes, there are a few opportunities that may arise in the coming few days. It is commonly known that in the Hall of Speakers, or rather, close to the Hall of Speakers, are you familiar with the faction of the Fated?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Let's just say that. What
At the
about
Hall
them?
of Records, at which your ship made quite a stir by damaging part of, you will find the headquarters of the Fated. There is a place that was once known as Big B's College of Academic Arts right next door to it, but nowadays is better known as the Rowan Academy, named after the factal of the Fated. The Rowan Academy likes to promote a certain kind of selfishness or self-sufficiency suitable to new recruits. And as part of that, the Aethar is willing to provide relics of a forgotten god that obviously failed that lesson. Occasionally, the Aethar will transport such relics to the college before a speech is to be given. There are openings. Before the packages are loaded up, shall we say, the Aether tends to leave them outside the vaults, but still within their own compound. That is an opening. Once it's transported onto the wagons and taken off with guards, that is another opening. Exchanges hands with the guards of the fated for transport, another opening. The fated guards return back to the college and leave it in the display cases, all shrouded, of course, awaiting the next day's speeches and lessons, possibly the last opportunity. Do you follow so far?
I have a pretty good memory. Keep going.
That is one of the that is the second component you require. And the third is either some kind of a substitute or a smoke screen. It will be foolish to assume the lady does not observe whenever possible. There is a strange creature that has come to the attention of Sigil as of late. You have been seen with it at a time or another.
A creature.
Yes, it
Seen it?
resembles a blue-skinned amphibian.
Ah, Newt. I was wondering where he ran off to.
It has quite the effect on divination magics, knowing to scramble results or even obscure them completely or register in all sorts of anomalies.
Huh.
If it can block divinations, it can also probably block the sight of certain very powerful beings. In quite a few days hence, it is to my understanding that there will be an auction of some sorts. An auction between the underground and the very rich and powerful.
And he's up for sale.
Quite likely. You did not do a very good job holding on to him after all. But what's done is done. So, this amphibian friend of yours may very well provide necessary distraction when conducting the extraction process. Perhaps introducing it into the maze itself might smooth things out, relatively speaking. Failing which, to obtain this complicator of divinations, you might have to conduct the extraction process by substituting an individual of suitable power that the lady might not notice this quick transgression. Have you any ideas of individuals of significant power that might take the place of your navigator within the maze?
Probably one of the factals.
That is a possibility.
If you're talking about people close to us, we have a lot of pretty powerful people. None that I'm ready to sacrifice, though.
They would have to be quite exceptional then.
Oh, he might be blind as a bat right now, but he's exceptional, all right.
Regardless, once all components are gathered, the extraction must be done very quickly. And so I would suggest the gathering of the second or third component at the moment. What is your plan?
Well, you haven't given me very much time to think about it. But
I'm not saying we will execute this immediately.
I'd say I'd steal this portal key that you talk of, one of the Aethar's artifacts. I'd go and save Newt so that I wouldn't have to, replace our navigator that we're saving.
So which one comes first?
Huh. When are they transporting the portal key?
There will be opportunities in quite a few days' time. As long as no awkward attempts are made, they have no reason to be less complacent. The
Huh.
timeline is flexible, but once you embark, you will have to see it through.
I'll steal the portal key first. Newt's a little slippery, let's say. I wouldn't want to bring him along for a portal key heist, so I'll leave him after.
Very well. And how do you think would be the best method of stealing this portal key?
Well,
An outline will do.
the Aethar seem to be pretty well versed in protecting
You have been to
themselves,
the If you have
fighting.
been to the astral plane before or such, you may have seen the Sea of Dead Gods. That is what they stand for.
I would probably hit them while they were in transit, while they were moving the artifact, the portal key, and definitely before it got into the Fated's hands, while it's still with the Aethar. I think it's an easier time anyway.
I see. While in transit, so after it is loaded and in transit, but before the transition,
Yes, before the Fated get their hands on it.
you would have to strike while the wagon was still en route within the lower ward. You have your map with you, do you not? Now you have one. He unfurls a sheet of parchment and you find yourself looking at a map of Sigil.
Thanks. I threw away mine in a fit of rage a while back.
What?
It does not have to be specific, but take a look at the Shattered Temple at L38. Try to trace a line to the Hall of Records at C35.
Mm-hmm.
Where the line crosses from the lower ward into the clerk's ward is the last opportunity to attack it in transit within the Aethar's hands.
See.
Does any location appeal to you?
Wait. Clarification. It's going from L38
To C35.
to
So
C35. So is it going through the hive?
It is unlikely to go through the hive.
Okay, so it's going the long way around then.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a long way around. All right. The market ward seems like a good place to hit it.
Interesting. Any particular localities?
They must want to avoid the bazaar, no?
I would say the only place that people would actively avoid at this point is the hive, as always, and perhaps the ladies' ward, given recent ongoings.
Well, if they go through the bazaar, it's probably not where I'd want to hit them. I'd probably want to hit them while they're amongst the buildings. Probably somewhere a little after. After they leave the bazaar, perhaps, as they're entering the guild hall ward.
Interesting. What sort of distraction would most fit your requirements and tendencies?
I'm usually a pretty big distraction. So probably anything I do.
You will not be the distraction for this.
Well, A distraction would probably be maybe a
Go
show.
and entropy.
Maybe a show in the bazaar. Perhaps a small riot. Something to get the people, the crowd busy, to turn eyes. It's a bazaar.
Lethality?
I'd like to avoid lethality if possible. But no, there's no but. I'd like to avoid lethality if possible.
Noted. And how do you envision yourself striking this wagon? What would be your preferred method of striking?
I would want someone to stop the caravan, and then the rest of us to come in from the buildings from either side. We would surround it. We would subdue any resistance, and we would take the artifact and separate.
May I suggest you take more than the artifact? It seems suspicious if you only could leave with one item.
I'm sure my newly met friends here are more than happy to procure more than just the artifact. We'll steal the whole wagon if you want.
And what do you foresee being your escape plan?
These people know Sigil better than I do. Mine would be just to run as fast as possible.
The Aether know the Aether better than you do.
Fair. I would probably run into the hive, if you were to ask me.
Interesting, but not unexpected. And do you have know of any contacts or agencies who would be willing to lend you a way into the hive? Quickly, discreetly.
Are the chaos ones your friends?
The only two people that I've ever had interactions with in the hive are Alicia, who housed us for but a night, and these crazy people. You know, they throw random things. They're completely chaotic. I believe they were called the Chaotisex.
Chaotisex.
Yeah, those people.
Very good. Few factions within Sigil would raise an eyebrow at the idea of them going chaotic again. Interesting.
It's the best I got at the moment.
We're getting somewhere. Now, who would you prefer, or which agencies would you prefer to shoulder the blame for this assault?
You're asking something really, really heavy of me right now.
It has no doubt crossed your mind at some point. Best to have it sorted out now than to leave it to chance later.
Harmonium.
Interesting, but that can be arranged. Now I shall turn tables around. What else do you think has not been covered yet?
Our escape is not guaranteed because we need to find a permanent portal. Something like that isn't so easily found.
One
You
thing
told
at
me
a
to
time.
keep my.
One task at a time. This one.
You sound like you come from where I come from. But yes, I will deal with that problem as it comes around. Probably the only other thing that would cross my mind would be, well, we seem to be a little under-equipped for such a large-scale heist. Perhaps you could assist us in that regard. You seem like someone who has a lot of power at your fingertips, and I once again poke somebody who's next to me.
I see. The figure steps forward, and there's a jingling of coins as the bag is passed to you. Try not to spend it all in one go.
I won't. I'll put it to good use.
Any other questions?
None. None at the moment. None that I can ask anyway because of our earlier agreement on the rules.
Then I shall put one more suggestion forth. Get to know your resources. Those of immediate, those of further, and those of long term. Know what you can draw upon as and when you require, and especially know who you will be working closely with. The head tilts slightly to the table.
I'm friendly enough. No promises on my big scaly friend, but I'll make sure he warms up to them.
That too is either a resource or a liability in equal parts. A resource can be a liability, know when and how.
I'll take your advice. Those are some wise words. I'll take it to heart.
And he nods at you. I will make arrangements. In the meantime, I suggest you find a bit of leisure time. Enjoy, spend the coins, get to know things.
I'll see you when you contact me, and I presume it won't be very long until our next meeting.
At least 2 days. Enjoy. He turns around and starts walking back out through the Snapfinger Tavern entrance.
Whoa! What the fuck just happened? I look around. Is
And
everything?
that's when
starts
Kurok
moving?
pulls you down to the table. All right, so Adam, what's the plan?
All right, here's the plan, and I take out the map. I take out the map and then I lay it down on the table. All right, everybody, paying attention. Look, we're gonna need 3 things. One of which isn't important to us right now. We'll deal with it later. But the most important right now is that we need to steal something. Anyone here?
Fira looks at you as Adam, I thought you didn't have a plan.
I think very fast on my feet, Fira. Calm down. Look, anybody here got sticky fingers?
You can feel her eyes still at the back of your neck.
Yeah, I look around at the table. I'm like, anybody got some sticky fingers as I rub the back of my neck?
Don't need to be shy, everyone. Speak up.
What are we getting?
What do we what?
What are we getting?
What are we sticking to?
What did Ben say? I can't hear.
What do
What
we
do
get?
we get?
What do we get? Oh, let's just say you can keep whatever you manage to steal.
Oh Jesus!
Ooh, what was that?
That
Oh,
was-
my ears.
Rest in peace,
What was
ears.
that?
R.I.P.
I think it was
headphones.
my mic.
Probably.
Why?
Speakers?
No,
That was like feedback from speakers?
If you
probably
have a
back
fan,
when I
if you have a
got my
fan,
laptop.
turn it off. I think.
Hang on.
R.I.P.
Oh, it's gone.
headphones. Oh,
The sound's gone.
Huh.
Wait.
It sounded like a fan thing.
Yeah, it's probably my house fan. I'm gonna just mute.
That thing is loud. Dang.
Yes, it sounds like a robot.
sounds like Iman.
No, it doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like anything.
It sounds like what would happen if Iman like ran into an error and crashed.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah. Adam's gonna look at Kendra and go, "You can keep whatever you steal,
Who
and
are we stealing from?
I'll probably give you like a little bit of an incentive." And he jingles a pouch of gold coins. It's like apparently this is worth a lot. And we're not sticking onto anything colorful, lady. I don't know your names yet. But yes, we're stealing from the Aethar. Sure you've heard of them?
Okay. What do I know about the Aethar?
Okay. From what you know of the Aethar is they are the Defiers. Basically, to them, they mean it when they say literally God is dead.
Oh. So they probably have some pretty neat stuff.
It is the Aethar's belief in general that the gods are either just really powerful people masquerading as such, or they are just con men. After all, what defines divinity?
Yeah.
The history of the Aethar has something to do with a priest in a distant time saying, I saw the face of God and I was disappointed.
I see.
Damn.
So that's their stance of it. And they reside within the Shattered Temple, which is where Aothar was overthrown by the lady. And it's useful to note that they are on fairly good terms with the lady as far as they're concerned, because her serenity does not permit worship of herself.
Ah, I see.
What specifically did you want to know about the Aether?
Are they dangerous? Are they known for having a lot of cool things?
Okay, unusually, the Aether are actually able to draw on divine powers, which to them is simply like a natural explanation of like gods are false and true powers are what they search for in the beyond. So it's like we have divine powers, there's nothing special about it. So that's one thing to take a note of. The other thing is that they tend to draw in people who have either been disappointed or disenchanted with divinity, or simply seek something like more akin to a truer power beyond the universal truth.
Okay.
Do they have neat stuff? Yes, because it's well known that those who join the Aether tend to discard their old affiliations or attachments, material goods included. These are typically located within Aether vaults, which are very difficult to access. But on certain circumstances, when called upon, the Aether are happy to show off their relative wealth to make a demonstration that of a has-been of gods and such.
I see. Would it be possible to stop them from tracking any such stuff if it were to go missing?
There are spells such as non-detection, pass without trace, or just, lead boxes and that kind of thing.
Okay. Cool. Lead boxes it is, then.
I have pass without trace.
I also
think
have
that
pass without a
helps
trace.
With the stuff. Does
Yeah.
it help
Pass
with
without
stuff?
trace helps you at least get from the scene without, people tracking
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
Because if people can track you, they can divine you instead of the item.
Yeah, but they they don't know who took what, so like, the
So if-
idea is they wouldn't know who to track.
Yeah.
Is the plan? Because the only thing that they know for sure is that the item's missing, and I could have like sold it or something by then. So
Indeed.
okay. All right. So how are we gonna do this?
Like I
And
said,
what is it that you need to take?
we're gonna take a special artifact. It's a portal key.
Oh,
You familiar with those, aren't you?
Kendra nods.
Like the butterfly pin, but not so much a pin this time. It's probably something larger.
So, Adam, for your knowledge,
Mhm.
from what the person was telling you, pretty much any genuine article belonging to Auskar could serve as a portal key. I mean, like you'll be technically stabbing one of the lady's mazes with an antithesis of herself,
Okay,
but it has to be a genuine item.
I see.
So
Alright.
do you know what we're looking for?
We're looking for anything that seems like it's legit, like it's an actual genuine item. It's hard to explain. But basically anything they own, anything that they're transporting in that cart is probably going to work. So we're going to steal everything except the cart. Probably the cart if it helps, but definitely going to steal everything.
All right. How are we gonna do that?
At the map that I rolled out on the table,
Hmm.
I point to the market ward. They're gonna pass by the Grand Bazaar
Hmm.
because they're gonna try to get to the Hall of Records. That's where the Fated are. So we're gonna stop
There.
because they don't want to go through the hive. So because of that, my hypothesis is that they're gonna go the other way.
Makes sense. No one moves through the hives.
Through the brandy lane?
Mm-hmm. Through one of the lanes. It doesn't matter which lane they go through. Because once they go through the Grand Bazaar, we're gonna hit them right as they leave. So probably at the edge of one of the buildings. And I point to like Chin's Peter's used clothing and Tivium's
And
antiquities, like probably through one of the buildings here in this area.
I'm just
The
drawing
plan-
a path.
Yep.
Oh.
I
So
draw like a straight line from the Shattered Temple to the Hall of Records, like the long way around.
Like
Adam,
the grey line.
Stira kind of stiffly stands up and goes over to stand by the wall a bit.
Okay. Duly noted.
Is your friend not the planning type?
My friend is not the planning type, and she's kind of angry at me, but I'll talk to her in a bit. I need to explain this to you while it's still fresh in my mind. So, and I mark like a X on the Grand Bazaar. We're gonna hit them here. There's gonna be a distraction. We're gonna use that distraction to stop their cart, surround it, subdue anybody who's guarding the cart, steal everything in the cart, and leave and separate. Our meeting point is, and then I point at like the the hive. I'm like I point at the Chaotisex house. Like, we're meeting here.
The hive mean H0.
Yeah,
Wait, no one goes there.
exactly. Which is why we're meeting there.
That is so far.
Well, we're just gonna have to leg it.
And what about people who get caught?
If you get caught, I'm not saving you. Okay, that's a lie. If you get caught, then after we have secured the items, we're probably going to come back and save you. You guys are important to the team, and I don't want anyone getting left behind.
Kendra
Okay,
will
now-
look around.
Is Adam saying that truthfully?
Yes.
Okay, Kendra looks around, and then he will whisper to someone who is next to her, but not one of the other people who were just brought in. So like Kurok or something.
Okay.
Does
Well, it's
he-
obviously not going to be Mirko because Mirko doesn't do whispers. So
yes.
Entropy.
Like either Kurok or the Knoll that brought us together.
okay.
This is the first time he's meeting us, right?
You can say that. The Knoll says back.
Okay. All right.
He's a smart one.
Kendra looks back to Adam. Yeah, sure.
You're worried.
Wouldn't you be?
Trust is important where we come from.
All right. I'll play his game. What did the other people say?
Do the others have feedback or questions?
Nope. She's just absorbing everything.
Just gonna lick it and wing it and hand it and head it.
Wait, pretty much how much? Okay, I lie. She has all the questions. She doesn't know anything. So she's just standing up like bleu sotong face, and she's going, query, CAKEdnd, query, Aethar, query, Hive, query. She's just listing down all the questions, like
Does someone
all the
wanna
words.
download a basics to sigil for our friend over here?
I lost my pamphlet.
Oh wait, I got one of those pamphlet that Birdie hands out.
I lost my
Here,
pamphlet.
read this, and I
She-
show her a pamphlet.
Thank you. And then she takes
Sit
it
down
and
over there for a
she
bit.
scans it, all the
Hey, mind
pages
you-
like really quick.
Yes.
Doesn't even need to read. Fucking
No, she
scans.
just
the
like
page.
scans and she's like, understood. What next?
All right. So after we recollect everything and get all our stolen goods from this cart, we collect at the hive with the CAKEdnd, and then we go on to our next plan. In case anybody gets captured and interrogated, I'm not going to tell you the next part of the plan yet. But again, I'm not like my scaly friend. You guys aren't going to get left behind. You guys are important to the team. And I think that it's important that we get along and we get to know each other and get to work. So, probably for the first time, hi, my name's Adam Pyros, and I'm from Turukmal. Nice to meet you all.
Kendra, pleased to meet you. Shakes hand.
Yeah. Shake it, shake it, shake.
Your other friend, the bigger guy, he doesn't shake, does he?
He's not a very pleasant person to be around. Let's just put it that way.
Hmm.
But he's a nice guy. Has his heart in the right place.
Did the others introduce themselves to Adam as well?
Yep.
And we did like the first round.
Adam.
Oh, you said that you do not know my name.
Yeah.
My name is Zoe. Nice to meet you. And
Nice.
she does like the Sailor Moon pose.
Nice to meet you, Sony. Hi, Adam Pyros. Again.
Can you
And
change back into that thing?
I can, but not right now. Maybe later.
All right. I'm gonna keep watching.
Ask him if he can teach you to change into that thing.
That is a good idea. How do you change? I can change too, but I don't really change that much. It's just my
It's-
colors.
It's complicated. Do you have multiple personalities or maybe another person in your head?
Mm.
How about perhaps like a split in like your being, or maybe
Wait,
And-
so when
and-
he's in Eladrin, she can change color,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
So
So,
she's
so you
gonna
can
say,
change.
well, I do change. My colors change. My mood changes. But I'm still me. I don't become anything taller or scaly or anything.
okay, so I can't teach you how to change. I'm sorry.
That is so mean. Also, I
Iman-
can't
Iman
change
can
on
change.
demand.
One can change, but no
Can
reason
you
to do
change
that now. Change. Yes.
Changes.
I am not
does-
aware of the input changes.
That's okay. It's a joke I heard on another plane.
She nods and she goes, joke. Ha 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 ha.
And then Sony will laugh with her. Your laugh is so cute.
Thank you. Adam
Cute.
Belisar. Same
You
entity.
You can call me Adam when I have this face up.
Noted.
Adam. Adam. Adam.
So, actually, I want to try something. Hey, Iman,
Yes.
call me Pyros when I have this face up.
Well, hold on. What? Like, not Imani saying what? How many pyros?
Mm.
What do you mean? Like, pyros?
Oh. Do it. I think he's gonna do something cool.
I don't understand.
You said call him Pyros when he has this face.
And then he said something pyros when he
No,
has.
no. Just call him Pyros when he has that face. He's
Yeah.
telling Iman to do that, so Iman say yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Does she just do like I like kind of go to the side and like whisper to the knoll, like my matriarch, like does she just do whatever people tell her to do?
She's a strange one. Doesn't smell to be living somewhat.
I see.
But quick. You saw how fast she read.
She keep
And
that
she
in.
knows you. She knows me.
How? Still curious about that. I'll ask her later. It's okay, matriarch. All right, scratch that. Just call me Adam.
Okay,
What?
Adam.
Just testing you. Now, I would assume some of you know how to count this currency you have, right?
Yeah?
Could you count this for me? And then I toss the bag over to Kendra.
Do you not know how to count?
I do. I just feel like your currency is useless and not important. But it is here. So I'm going to give it to someone who cherishes it more than I do for the time being, to count it and keep it at least.
Currency is so
Sure.
important, Adam. It's the only way you can get all the magic items in the world.
I guess this is our pay
And
then.
sometimes you do favors.
Count, 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 count.
So how much is our
It's-
total?
Okay. How fast is Kendra at counting?
First she'll estimate based on the weight. Like she'll put out one coin and see what coins they are and like see if they're all the same, and then she'll estimate based on the weight, like a ballpark amount.
Okay. The first coin you pull out is the equivalent of a platinum piece.
Oh. Look into
The next
bag.
one is also a platinum piece. And the next one, and the next
Oh
one.
my god.
Dang. Why do you have so much money?
Who
And
the fuck
then-
is this guy?
Shiny, shiny,
So
soul
in
eyes.
terms of funds,
Yeah.
you have about 100 platinum or 1,000 gold in here.
Damn!
Nerd. All right. And this is for us.
No. Yes. Kind of.
Which,
We
Given
need to
mixed
which
messages
is
here.
it?
we need to buy things that would assist us in our heist. Nothing more, nothing less. You can keep the rest of the funds, but if you skimp on the gear that you need to make this heist successful, then I don't see the point of rescuing someone who's holding us back.
All right.
Sound fair?
Okay. What can we buy with all this monies?
More like, what do we need? And
Okay.
Who do we need to
Of course,
bribe?
mundane items are no issue.
Mm-hmm.
But if there are magic items or custom items or such, this you'll have to ask me on an individual basis.
Also, I think
Ooh.
Kendra mentioned that we need to get what was it? Lead boxes.
Yes.
Can we get bags of holdings to throw those lead boxes in once we put the stuff in the lead boxes?
I think that.
Okay. I'll say in normal places, bags or holdings are hard to get, but in Sigil, it's quite easy since it's a portal city.
So they have portal bags. Oh.
Aren't bags of
But
holding really
there
dangerous?
is there is a warning, however, that a bag of holding is still effectively a portal.
Yeah.
And given the nature of the undertaking, you might be pissing off someone with portals.
Yes. I don't recommend a bag of holding. Also, if we end up using any like temporary plane or something, the bag of holding explodes and everything goes everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
And that's probably gonna be what we're doing. with
So we need
these.
to just get like big backpacks for everyone.
Yeah, and have like a small box because the things we're stealing are small.
Debatable. Some of it
But
might
if
be
it's
big.
too big, you're probably better off just dumping it.
Yeah, like we're not gonna take anything that's too big.
Fair.
Like if it's too big, we're just gonna leave it for some other scavenger to pick up.
So we're just gonna turn that place into chaos, pretty much. Take what we
Yes.
can, throw it in the lead box, put it in the bag, run away, throw everything else around for other people to pick up and run away with.
Yes.
Okay.
Question. What's everyone's stat line like? Because I made Kendra a while back and I don't know whether I'm correct.
What is a wild back? Oh, a
What are
wild back.
your stats?
I do not
What are these
recall.
like? No, just
Everybody
look
else.
at your C sheet and look at what your stats are.
-1, 4, 1, 2, 5, 0.
See, it sounds like a cross section.
-1, 4.
4, 1, 2, 5, and 0. Because we're now level 8.
I have 0 strength and 5 dex.
How? Why? How? Is it because you're a dancer?
Yes, sing them hips. And I have 4 charisma.
So
Swinging
you
arms.
have 1 0, 1 5,
Mm-hmm.
I have 0
1
5.
4.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a 5.
Who are you talking to, Ben?
You, Lena.
Okay, so my stats is 0 5 1 -1 2 4.
Okay, so you have a 2, a 4, a 1, a -1, and a.
That's after I plus minus stuff. What do you
Okay.
need? The standard array or something?
He's just double checking to see if you
Yeah,
did
yeah,
his
I'm
stats
double
right.
checking to see if my stats
Okay.
are correct. Because I've got a 5, 2 2s, a 3, a 0, and a -1. Does that sound right to
that
you
sounds
guys?
about right.
Alright, and do you guys have feats? Do
I
you guys
have
have
no
Feet.
feet. I have legs and feet, but no feet.
No, I don't
Okay.
have feet.
Alright.
I got a feat.
But your stats are different, right?
Yeah,
Like, would your stats be lower?
lower.
Okay. Alright, then I'm correct.
Okay. So Adam's gonna look at the pile of money and just be like, I'll leave it to you since well, you counted them pretty fast, so I guess you're in charge of the money now. We need to equip ourselves, guys. Also, I have no idea what any of you can do. What do you guys do? What can you guys do? How are you like what are your contributions to this heist? What are the assets you can provide me?
Well,
I'm trying to figure out how to answer this.
Rippling to you.
Everyone's blinking like,
What do you need me to do for you?
all right, I'll give you an example. Look, I can do this, and then I cast dragon's breath on myself, I guess. And I breathe fire like
clap, 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 clap. That is so cool.
so I'm well versed when it comes to magic. That's what I mean. What do you guys bring to the table? I kind of need to know how good you guys are so that we can plan this properly. Because we're only gonna get one shot. If we miss, we miss.
well, I can pick locks and what does Adam like have? Like, does he have things?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
things.
she wants to swipe it.
Yes, I'm gonna attempt to like what things do you have on your person right now?
I have a small watering can, a herbalism kit, some clothes. My cactus is away from me now, sadly. I have a metal plate, a dagger, one less
Okay,
dagger now.
so you have a herbalism kit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to swipe it and replace it with a bag of Tinker's tools.
Okay. I don't think I can see that, DM.
Okay.
27.
I don't think I can see that.
just
What's
try.
your plus to perception?
What's my what? My
What's your plus
my perception's -1.
Okay, so you can't see that.
I don't think I can see that.
Can I
And
see that?
Okay, roll
No.
your perception. Okay, roll your perception. Okay,
I don't think
okay.
I can see
Here's
that.
you have a problem, Kendra. You swipe the bag, you replace it like 5 times, and he still hasn't noticed.
Yeah, no, I just swipe it once, and then I'm just like, and I'm pretty good with these, and I pull out his herbalism kit, and I'm like, wait, these aren't mine at all.
Ta-da!
Like the effect is a bit lost, given that he's so clueless about
Yeah,
it.
I look
No,
at you and
I'm showing him his herbalism kit. Does he recognize it?
I'm like, wow, you all right? So you do some herbalism too? That's great.
And then I say, wait, no, these aren't mine
Sony
at
doesn't
all.
get it too.
What do you mean they're not yours?
They're not mine.
Why
Check your own, damn it.
are you showing me your herbalism kit?
Does he? Do you not recognize your own kit?
He has 8 wisdom.
Can I insight check to see what the
I
hell's
am-
going on?
I am role playing
Sony
my
is
Okay.
confused.
I'm like, no, wait, take this, and then I reach for my Tinker's tools that are in your bag or like on attached to your there. These are what I wanted. These are mine.
Okay. Oh, you got some sticky fingers. All right. That's going to be useful. That's going to be very useful. All right. What about you? What I
Girl
don't know
who
what you
reads
are.
fast.
She's an Eldrin. I don't know. You read fast.
Girl
What are
who
you?
reads fast.
No?
Let's start with the. I don't know what you are. I'm sorry, Iman. What do you do, Sony?
Oh, me again? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Like-
she's gonna stand back a bit, and she's gonna like sort of like, I can perform, and she's gonna like raise her hands up, and she starts a little dance, and slowly there's like this do you know like bead curtains?
Okay.
Yeah, so they are like half translucent like bead curtains comes down as a veil. So as she
Okay.
dances, they shimmer around and they spin around like circles around her.
Can
So it's
I
like
can I do an Arcana check to see if it's magical?
yep.
It's definitely magical.
Okay, cool. Can I touch it?
Sure.
You can.
I touch it.
And
Okay, Sonika, I'll say you have full control of your veil, so what would you like to happen?
shit, I accidentally closed the thing. I was too excited. Give me a second, I'm opening it back
Take your
again.
time.
So the veil is which one is blue and yellow in color. It's like two colors. So you
was
can
gonna
roll
say
me
so green.
1d6.
I have
Oh,
to
no.
roll you a 1d6.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 3.
3.
So there's a little as you touch like one of the yellow trails of beads, there's like a lightning zap that zaps you.
Okay.
You take 3
Ouch.
damage. And Sony will laugh.
Okay.
You don't
Taken.
simply touch these things.
Okay. All right.
God damn
And
it,
then
Sony. If
and
you
then she
saw it for the
dismisses
first time, you would touch it too.
Duly noted. Ow.
she dismisses the veils.
That stings. All right, Iman. I don't know what you are. What do you do?
I am a mechanical artificial intelligence for authorization required and can simulate, morph into natural creatures. And she's smiling the whole time.
Okay.
Does Adam understand what she just said?
Grok looks up.
I do not.
I didn't get that either.
I am a robot, and I can change into animals.
Don't,
And other
don't
things.
Worry. Don't worry. He's just think of Ulgar. Yeah, it's she's Ulgar. That's
I
how.
didn't say I was worrying.
All right. Then to explain it to you, she can do what Ulgar does. I presume from your explanation.
Ulgar is correct.
What?
How do you know us anyway?
Authorization required.
Shit. All right.
It's a secret.
All right. That that's a little much for me to tackle today. All right. So, we have a plan. We're executing it in at least 2 days. That's roughly
When does the stuff get moved?
in at least 2 days.
So we don't know when exactly.
Yeah, it's either 2 or 3 days. I'll let you know when the time comes. So
Okay.
until then, we are to equip ourselves and get ready for this assault heist.
All right. Right. So I have a forgery kit and tinker's tools.
Yes.
Can I make dummy trinkets that look like the stuff that we're stealing?
Do we even know what's being auctioned
I
or
don't.
stolen?
I just know that I'm supposed to steal whatever that's in that goddamn cart.
God damn it, that's
Okay.
not helpful.
I would like to say, you don't know exactly what's being stolen, but perhaps the Aether don't quite know either, considering that the people bringing it may be different from the people who keep track of locks in the vaults.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I just need to get things that kind of look like the stuff that they would be carrying.
Yeah.
And that you can use your own knowledge. Oh.
Yes. So I think I'll probably do that.
Okay. This is a knowledge religion check to know what sort of things they have, unless you have an alternative skill you might use.
Knowledge, religion.
You can do
I just
it.
have a +3. Oop. Ooh, I roll high.
Okay. Right. So
11
Kendra,
side of
you
it.
try to recall what sort of religious significance certain iconography might have. You definitely recall what Aoskar's sigil, what Aoskar's symbol looks like.
All right.
You
so
won't
it's-
really get this around on the market these days, because I mean, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. So I
You
have
know
to-
what Aoskar's
So-
symbol looks like? You have a rough idea of also the kind of shapes that would be used to symbolize him, like as a god of portals, like doors, frames, archways.
Mhm.
Sigil itself is like an architectural layout that honors him, or used to.
Okay. That's a good start. How much of the money will I have to spend to make like 10 of these little, probably
Oh.
amulets?
What material do you want to
And
make them of?
What do I think that the genuine ones will be made of? Or can I find out?
Okay, they would be if you're talking about the high class ones, they would look like they were made out of the same material as the temple itself.
Ooh, what's that?
Such material, sadly, you have to get it from the temple itself.
Okay. Can I buy it from the
but there are
temple?
cheaper versions. Like the Aether don't sell any of these things. I mean, the materials wise, they don't subscribe to gods. But maybe you could try and chip a piece off here and there, or such. Alternately, the less high-end stuff like that used to represent Aoskar. I mean, he's the god of doors. Not all doors are grand.
Okay. Chip pieces off the temple, eh? How realistic is that? Is it achievable?
As long as you have a
Or I get-
distraction and you don't like make a big explosion.
Ah, can I get Mirko to go preach entropy in front of the? Is that a distraction?
Mirko will offer to like give free demolition services if required as well.
No.
Is that what you desire?
No. We don't need to go that far. Just do what you do out in front.
Okay, Mirko can do that.
Yes, and then I shall get enough material for like a couple, and then the rest I'll just use.
How many do
cheaper
you plan to
materials.
use? How many do you plan to make?
Like 2, 3 maybe.
Okay. 2 to 3.
Yes.
I would say you
Not
can
too
probably.
many.
I would say you can probably make like 2 fairly intricate ones in an hour if you wanted to make it a bit intricate.
Mhm.
Like if you want like cheap stuff, you can probably do it like make one in 5 minutes. One that
Alright.
will pass some inspection would maybe be 15 or more.
All right. I will. We have time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you said 2 would take about an hour, like the really good ones.
Hmm.
I will make 2 really good ones because I am proud of my craft.
What are you making again?
I'm making dummy amulets and rings.
Alright.
So
Oh, do you know how we should take this time to go and see the ATAR. We can visit the ATAR, some kind of like museum, right? We can
It's
aim
not
for
a
one.
museum. It's like a.
Their temple is their own thing. Like sometimes they do have people. They do like to show people around, but they don't show them inside the temple.
But
Instead,
enough
they-
to see
Instead,
the
they open a portal to the astral plane and show them, here's your god. God is dead. Here's the other god. God is also dead. Here's the third. That's how they like to show off.
Okay, but what about like the pieces of ATAR? Those they have them on display, right?
No, as in the Shattered Temple, unlike the Fated like to show off what they have, because I mean, they took it, they earned it and all that. But the Aethar, their Shepherd Temple is now their headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
When they do show people this, they show them to the astral plane. Like, they don't brag about their own stuff.
I see.
Are there
So-
Aoskar stuff in the Fated Temples?
Very likely.
Then we should.
Oh wait,
could have
no,
been-
no. Fated the fated is the Hall of Records, and the one he's talking about is the college.
Uh-huh.
But if these are stuff related to our stuff,
Kai.
they'll probably be returned back to the Aether when done displaying.
So we can't visit the Shattered Temple and see the bits and pieces.
No, not as a rule.
Then we can't prepare a dummy.
But you can sneak in
No,
if you needed
I
to.
made a religion check, so I know
She knows what it
roughly
looks like.
what
Yeah.
they are supposed to look like.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
when
if you want to get inside the temple itself, you have to either pretend you want to seek membership, or or sneak in, or whatever.
Oh, Sony can't do that. People probably know her as being a sensei because she's always so loud and so out
So
there.
in the
Senseis are
room,
not subtle.
Yes. She's not
Yes.
subtle at all.
you're so in the room.
I'm so in the mood.
Iman
Alright,
could do
DM.
that though.
can
Do we?
What to do?
Oh, Iman.
all you have to do is
You
tell her
can
what to
scan
do.
the items.
Oh yeah, DM. Do we have like just like free time to do whatever the fuck we want right now?
We have 2
Are
days.
you shocked? Are you shocked that you have free time?
We have
know,
money
right?
now.
We
I
have
want-
shopping. Ah.
I want to RP a shopping session. Yay, Michael.
Michael's dying
have
inside.
time.
Time is over.
All right.
is
but
not
before
today.
before we do that, I'm gonna tell the people at the table to be like, all right, guys. I'm sure you have a lot of questions and things. Just talk amongst yourselves for a while. I need to call an important piece of the puzzle back here, and then I go over the Fira.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay. Pira standing over by the wall as you approach and goes, Adam,
Yeah.
I've not really known you to be a planner.
Yeah, usually my plans are just on the fly, and this one is too. But it's gonna work.
You don't know the city that well. You
I
had
don't.
no chance to be very far.
I don't know the city that well. But you can call it intuition. Instinct, whatever you want to call it. This is gonna work. And I need you to help me. Because I need you to be a part of this. Because it's not gonna work without you.
How do you know so much all of a sudden?
Fira, when
And if you say intuition, I'll ask you why you did not use it before.
Fira, when you're pushed when you're backed into a corner and you got nowhere to go but up. You either die in the corner like a weak, small, tiny little animal, or you evolve and improve. I'm not gonna let what they did to me hold me back. I'm not Balasar. I'm gonna keep moving forward. And I hope he does too.
Kira thinks about this for a bit. She says, all right, I'll stand with you.
Good.
I hope it's for the good.
It is. Now come to the table. I have a plan. And I leave.
No need. How's listening?
All right. Good. I go to the table and I'm like, all right, guys, before we go shopping with the new money, anybody here have any idea on how to block an entire road?
What?
Uh,
Why?
okay, I would say, I'm not sure how I can do that voice anymore, but did someone say block a road?
Okay.
Dang.
Oh god, I
That
forgot.
seems like it ends up in an increase in entropy.
Entropy.
I
will
like
block your
entropy.
Are there old buildings?
I forgot you existed. Could you probably bring down an old building for me to block a road?
Did you say 3 or 4?
Could you do 7?
Yes.
Perfect. But not today or tomorrow. Only when I tell you, okay?
Today and tomorrow. All right.
And then you see
Stop
Kira saying,
before he
Adam!
runs away. Like,
It'll be fine. It's part of the plan. All right.
he's
Look,
gonna start
I-
breaking things now.
and I
He said
point
today
towards
and
the map.
tomorrow.
Can you block this road? And I point to the Dust Gate Road, like one of the roads that looks like it's the main road that leads out of the the Great Bazaar.
The Dustgate Road.
Yeah. It's like just next. It's like next to G14. Like yeah. And I
I'll
point.
get on it.
Yeah.
Tell
I
him
point
to
to.
wait until the sun rises.
Yeah.
Is it this
I
one?
need.
The pink.
Yeah. The pink. The pink. What? Where's the pink?
On,
Oh,
on
yeah.
the map.
It's near G14.
Yeah. That one. But
That
I
it?
mean, like, yeah. That one. Dust Gate Road.
I'll get on it.
Good. Take your time. We got 2 days.
Entropy does not wait. And he starts getting up to leave.
Oh god. All right. Perfect. Make sure you
then.
make sure you get back in one piece. All right, everybody else. With this road blocked, he'll have to go down or up. And my best guess is that he'll likely want to go down because
He
it
is
seems
in the guy driving the cart.
exactly because it seems like the closest detour and the straightest road rather than going through the bazaar again. So once we've forced this detour, we're gonna ambush him once he has to pass through these buildings. That's where you come in, Fira. You probably have the best.
Which buildings? You mean Red Wind Road? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So she probably has the best eyes of all of us. So she's gonna be the one giving us the signal to stop the car.
It's a signal.
It's I don't know, a bird call.
And then bird calls are going to be very hard to hear in this place.
Okay. I'll get you something. I'll get you something to like signal us. Kendra, do you know anything that you can buy? I'm pretty sure you do. We'll figure it out, okay? Look. So basically when they detour into this road, Mr. Entropy is going to stop them because he can. Because he's large. We're going to surround the cart. You do that dance you do, Sony.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure you could take out a couple of people on even your worst days, Kendra.
Actually, I'm not that good at fighting.
Okay, then you're in charge of picking all the locks. We'll do the fighting.
Yeah.
Then that means you need to do a little bit of extra heavy lifting, Iman. What's the biggest thing you've ever transformed into? Wait, never mind. You probably haven't transformed into anything that big. Can you transform into... Oh shit, I'm not Skype. I don't have...
I'm
Don't have
like,
minor illusion. Oh.
The Kai, who is that?
I
Is it Entropy again?
I begin to sculpt slowly with my mold earth. If I'm able to DM.
Well, there's what Earth. Okay, you know what? This is a very shitty kind of establishment, so I'll say that you can obtain Earth if you dig around.
Underground.
Nice. All right. So I
You
attempt
pry out a bit of floorboards and there's
Yep.
Earth.
I attempt to sculpt like a T-Rex, and then I look at Iman and I'm like, "Can you become this, but huge, like large?"
Allosaurus counts, right? Yes.
Yeah.
She goes, yes.
Is it in your library?
What is that?
File
Yes.
found.
There are
Alright,
many.
good.
Pick one. Utah raptor.
I don't know what
Zeoloraptor.
that is.
The biggest one you can find.
Allosaurus.
Perfect. Now, we gotta. Here's my ground rules for this heist. Okay. If you kill anyone, I don't know. You're not getting paid. All right.
Oh no.
Nobody
How do we
dies.
know if they're dying?
Guards suddenly all have 1 HP each.
Go once.
Nobody dies. All
You
right.
touch Sonica, they all die.
Oh my god.
They touch the electricity.
Oh my
They touch fire, they die.
DM,
They
can I
run
get
into
like a
the
rough?
fire.
Can I get
They
like a
die.
rough insight on who seems to be
Yes?
who seems to be the one who would most likely break this rule?
Entropy.
With your wisdom of -1, you want to make an insight check on who's going to break this. on a
Do
group
it,
of
do
not
it,
groups
do
before.
it.
Roll it. Roll it. Roll
I'm not
it.
that much of a people person. I apologize.
No, I let you just look over them and decide. That's all.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Iman can adhere to this no killing policy, and Kendra's not gonna be in the fight anyway. That leaves you, Sony.
Sony gives like
What about
Like-
Mudbro?
innocent.
Mudbro's gonna knock over 7 buildings. You don't think one of them's gonna fall on someone?
Exactly.
He's not here right now.
Hoopro, man. Hoopro, run away
al-
already. He's already
gone to knock
started.
o- Yeah, he's already on building number 1.
The killing has started. You can't do entropy.
He gets arrested tomorrow.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. So, no killing anyone, Sony, and I mean it.
Okay, I'll try. I mean, I don't go around killing people. I
I'm
can't do anything if they have 1 HP.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that. Never mind. All right. So, the plan is simple. Now, let's go equip ourselves. Kendra, you seem to be the most.
Alright, so get our stuff.
What was that?
I don't know.
My
did too.
my earphone got pulled out.
Oh.
Ah,
You
I
seem
see.
to be the most well versed in shopping. It seems from the butterfly pin incident. Did you bring us around? Maybe to like places where we could buy something useful for this.
Sony would also know where to go, right, DM? But
depends
she
on the
doesn't say
vibe.
to Adam.
You know where to find fashionable, like tasteful stuff. Kendra would know where to find like cheap, discreet stuff.
Ah, yeah.
The practical stuff.
Iman would be a stuff.
She is a stuff.
I know where to buy stuff like her.
Ron got booted up yesterday, so she
Yeah.
has whatever files that have been installed.
Yep.
Do you have a shopping registry?
She would, because she went
She has-
around introducing herself at the market before Napest was like, okay, no.
She has the Dungeon Master's Guide downloaded into her.
So she would technically know the path that she walked through in the market.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going
Alright,
shopping.
Let's go. Okay, first
Shopping
thing we
time.
need a small lid box for each of us. How big do you think the stuff we're stealing is gonna be?
Kendra would know where to get these things because, you know,
Ka-ching! How much would it cost?
depends on the size. Like, how big?
We want it small enough to like carry in our hands.
Jewelry box?
Yeah, something like that. I think is fine. What do you guys think? Hello?
A jewelry box of lead, 5 silvers, you could get one.
Oh, sweet. So we want to get 4, right? Or 5, because Fira.
Can we get a bigger version? Like one person carries like a bigger one?
Yeah, a jewelry box sounds like a bit too small if we accidentally get the skull or something.
Something
true.
that would
Unless we break
be
it into pieces.
about 10 inches by 8 inches,
Please don't use inches. I have no idea what that
About
means.
1 feet square.
25 cm by 20 cm.
Okay, so something like a necklace box.
Yeah. And
Tupperware.
probably about like 15
It's
centimeters
like a big
deep.
Tupperware.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
That
Tupperware.
one that one maybe one gold piece.
One gold is good. Yeah.
I'm
Right,
trying
right.
to
So-
find back your magic item list.
So you're gonna buy the 1 gold piece one, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I'll mark that down, and then we'll get 4 of the 5 silver pieces one.
1 GP box times 1 and 5 SP box.
Yeah. So that's
Think-
3 gold in total.
4. Is that enough? And then backpacks
I
for
don't know how much shit we
everyone.
can steal. Like we start with a backpack, right?
As long as we can put it in the backpack, it's fine.
Yep.
Or something easier than a backpack, like a runner's satchel or...
A stuff sack.
Adam's probably gonna ask you, Iman, like where to buy something like a flare or
Okay, so
a
does she
very loud whistle. Or
You mean
That-
fireworks?
Does
Or
she know? Okay, does she
fireworks.
know where the fun seller person is? So you have
The fun-
fireworks, yeah,
So I would say
noisemakers, fireworks.
Sonica will know this.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah, the Great Bazaar is very easy to get these kind of things because I mean they advertise themselves easily. Otherwise, you have to try alchemists. And Sonica, as a faction member of the Sensei, she can try asking them for something unusual, but it's not sure what they'll give her because like
It's like all the flashy fun stuff in like a random fun bag.
Just get a fun bag. I mean, that
Pretty
would
much.
stop people as well. Like if you start throwing fireworks and poppers on the ground.
Yeah.
it's more to signal us that like they're coming and we should
Get ready.
get ready.
I think that's a good idea. Just get poppers, fireworks, things that you can throw on the ground. A dust bomb, a flash grenade.
So is the plan to get Iman to just turn into this dinosaur and knock cart over?
Yes.
Wouldn't it catch the attention of the lady?
What lady?
It's like something so big. Lady Pain.
Huh?
Like it needs to be like a dance, a
the lady
coordinated
Pain
dance
appeared when
routine.
Olga was doing his thing.
Yeah,
It
which is
was-
why I used Ulgar as the example.
Yeah.
Alright.
So what you can do is you can use Sony and Iman as like a traveling troupe of weird, wondrous, dancey people, and then you can like. So Iman will turn into a dinosaur, and then Sony will be like, okay, lead it to the center, and it's covered in flowers and shit. And then it accidentally tips something over, like, oops,
Which is the cart. Oh.
oops.
They
And then
come in-
ruckus ensues.
That sounds like an idea. And another idea is to just have you just stand there, and then when the cart moves over, just turn into a big thing and push it over.
That works too.
It's like, "Rah, poof."
No, turn into the thing while next to the cart. Oops.
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry, I didn't know. Whenever I sneeze, I turn into a thing.
I'm sorry.
I have allergies.
I think people are less likely to come loot the cart if there's a big dinosaur there though.
That's true. So anything large, pretty much. Like what's a cute large thing? There's a giant boar, an auroch, a giant crayfish, giant
bear.
spitting lizard,
Giant
Panda
ape
bear.
is the
hunter
best.
shark.
Giant ape is bay.
No, it's a
a,
panda.
a
Panda
polar
escaped her.
bear.
Turn into King Kong. Wait, you can't do that. You don't
No.
have the CR for that.
No, I only have max CR2. So this is all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
CR2
This
things
is a
that I can be.
polymorph.
I can
Alright,
turn into
polar
a
bear should be
rhino, a polar
fine.
bear.
A polar bear.
Rhino also
I'll
is
turn into
cool.
a polar bear.
A polar bear. That sounds like me.
Polar bear. Okay.
Bipolar bear.
Bipolar bear. 1 minute it's happy, another minute it's sad.
It's like bell because you said it like bell.
Bell. It's a bell. Okay,
Polar bear.
so make up your mind. Polar bear? Polar bear?
Yes,
Yeah, that
furry
works.
and fluffy and huggy.
I mean, you kind of have to be able to tip over the cart, even
Yeah,
if you
polar
don't
bear
have
can.
Mr. Entropy for that. But you
Mr. Entropy is building a bridge, building a wall.
Great wall of entropy.
the
Make
main
entropy
goal
good again.
is you need to get something
Adding
big
entropy to the houses.
enough to knock it over, A, and B, you need to be able to fight. Because
Right. I've just given you a bit of music to plan with.
Ooh.
is this
Ah.
mission? Is it like a Mission Impossible? Oh, yep. Oh,
No.
there you go. Pink
No,
Panther.
Did it?
It's like, be prepared to ruin everything.
Okay, so
10 hours.
what I'm going to do along with my 2 fine replicas is I'm gonna make like a handful of lesser replicas.
Okay.
So after stealing some things, I'm gonna put that in a separate bag, and then I'm gonna run into the crowd of the Great Bazaar, and then I'm gonna bump into someone and drop my bag of all the lesser replicas, and then I'm just gonna leave that and run. So hopefully people like pick them up and like take them away or something.
Ah.
Yes, the music fits perfectly with Ben's plans.
Yes.
All right.
It's Henry Mancini, man.
Fun
Of course.
time. So I have to buy the materials to make those as well.
Yeah, it won't take you long to buy materials though. You have connections and such.
Awesome. And then yeah, I might as well throw on a disguise since I have disguise kit. Oh, I have to buy a disguise kit. I'm gonna buy a disguise kit.
Disguise kid. Good. We all disguise kid? So
Alright,
she's going to look at
Beth
Adam
has
now.
an escape plan, right?
Hmm.
Yes. I also have the city secrets to get people
Yeah.
to
Well-
get myself out and anyone who's following me, I suppose.
All right. So, what we should do is after we've stolen all this crap, and
Oops.
you've done the eluded lesser
The
plan.
authorities.
Okay. We're all supposed to have at least one, right?
Not necessarily.
If it's like small, tiny trinkets, we should be able to shovel a few.
Yeah, but you need to have we want to have between us at least one, right?
Yeah.
Is that all we need? So
Yeah.
it might be better to not have that many so you're not as big a target.
Or you take as many as you can, just start flinging it around, so that
Yeah.
other people have it too.
Adam would be pretty adamant to be about taking as much things as we can.
All right. So we just take as
Yeah.
much as we can and
Yeah.
as
So
much
everybody,
as that is
everybody
safe.
should have as much as they can carry to run. Like
As much as you can get away with.
as much as you can get away with, exactly. So
Like if you think people are gonna catch you, just drop the stuff and run.
Yeah.
so
Because
So
we're
everybody needs like an escape plan right now.
I can turn into a mouse.
that's a pretty dank escape plan.
But not with the things that she's carrying, or is it?
Doesn't
No, the
it?
things that you're
It
carrying
includes-
just transform with you.
Yeah,
It's
it
with-
includes
for
everything.
druids it is.
It's
I'll
like,
say it only transforms with you if you're not encumbered by it.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, she can't just grab the box. Well, actually,
She can just grab
the
the
hell?
cart and then transform, and then the cart becomes a part of her.
No, that doesn't work. That's just silly.
Like what?
no. But if all we if the only thing that's in the cart is like a small strong box, she could just grab the strong box and then transform.
Does that work?
But I
It's
feel that's
unlikely to be just a strong box.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
But you can just like grab a handful of stuff and transform into a bird or something and fly away.
Pretty much. But
We
I'm
need to
gonna
subdue the guards.
I'm gonna run away first and then hide and then turn into something. So
Yeah,
that
that
they don't
works.
see a bird just suddenly fly out. Like, whoa.
Ooh.
A distraction.
My escape plan is gonna be I want to shop for portal keys.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want a portal key that leads me to some random plane, and then I want a key from that plane to possibly somewhere in the hive. I'm looking for
What?
these two specific keys.
Come
If I'm
again?
available.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I want
You
like
know one merchant that sells keys that are more specific.
yeah, I want a merchant that sells, like, maybe it's a little bit more pricey, but I want someone who sells portal keys that are like accurate. Like maybe like I don't care that they're one-time use portal keys. I want them to be super accurate. Like
You have been to
teleports-
one such place.
Yeah, you have to go to what is his name? Aluvius Ruskin.
fuck. I hate that guy.
Why?
Hey.
He's so fun.
Hi.
Friendly
he's a
fiend
nice
medical
dude.
shop.
It's a lady actually.
I mean,
Oh, okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
lady,
He was a nice dude. Oh,
lady, purveyor. Oh,
disguise kit is 25.
Well, the only thing I have for escape is 30 feet teleport. That is all.
So you might not need to steal anything.
She has to.
I have martial adapt. I forgot I have a feat.
It's part.
Oh, wait.
It's part of my instructions.
Means I have a feat. Ah.
we have a feat.
I mean, you can think a bit about your plan because Sonica is very obviously recognizable.
Haha, I
Sonika
dance
needs
everywhere.
to. Yeah.
My
I
name is.
think
I mean, let's
my
just
personal
not have
recommendation is
Sonika
the
steal
rest of
anything.
us- Yeah, the rest of us steal enough.
It's Sony, guys. It's Sony. It's just
Fair.
Sony.
Fair.
Sonika is the other big poop lady waifu thingy.
What? Then
What?
who are you? Oh,
Her name is Sony Liana. It's just Sony.
Okay.
As if in Sony, make believe.
Not a product placement at all.
yes.
Cover line.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Okay, so she
Okay.
will be the distraction
So
on the
Sonica,
streets.
Sonica. Why do I keep saying Sonica? Sony isn't stealing shit. Alright.
No,
Hey,
she can't
I
because she'll
can.
get caught out. She will experience the ruckus.
Sony is gonna be the biggest distraction because everyone's gonna think that she stole everything,
It's a hoax.
and then
Come and
actually
see
she
me at
has
my
nothing.
next
Perfect.
concert.
It's the perfect distraction.
Yes, you can go be fake news.
Oh yes,
Guys, look! I stole a bunch of shit.
just runs around. I stole a bunch of shit, guys. Turns
Oh my
out
God,
it's all
suddenly I
fake.
imagine,
We
like-
should give her some fake shit, like the really fake shit. So Kendra
can.
can make like
but
Kendra's
why?
really
pretty good
fake
at
stuff.
counterfeiting things.
So
You
she's
can.
just gonna be
Suddenly,
like,
I'm imagining this is something like Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande doing like a fake hoax.
what?
It's like I'm stealing shit.
What?
Complete. It's like a totally recognizable idol trying to pull a stunt.
Well, remember the stories about the one where Hugh Jackman, people thought he wasn't Wolverine when he came in the full outfit because he was too tall.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
like
That's true.
Russell Crowe coming in second at his own impersonation contest.
Oh yeah, that happened to Lady Gaga as well. And Elvis.
I did not know this. But okay. So she's the big distraction. Mirko is knocking stuff down.
Basically.
She's distracting. And all of
Yep.
us are gonna take some shit after I knock down the thing.
The cart.
The cart.
After you knock down the cart, you need to incapacitate all the guards, with me and Mirko and Sony. The only one not part of the incapacitation duty is Kendra, because Kendra's gonna go straight into the cart.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Because Kendra's job is to unlock everything, place the dummies that she has or whatever she has planned, and then after we incapacitate everyone, we meet up. Like we take whatever we can from the cart and we ditch.
So hearing all this, Iman is going to pipe up. Suggestion: perhaps a time limit should be included.
Yes, this is not supposed to happen very fast. I mean, very slow. So
Exit strategy.
Generally, how long will it take for like random scavengers to appear?
This is Sigil.
Yes.
Immediately.
So not very long at all, right?
yeah,
Like 30 seconds, 5 rounds, less than that. I don't know.
the time limit Adam's gonna tell Iman is the faster we get it done, the better. So I'm looking at a minute if we can manage. Just jump in, knock everyone out, take your share, split up, meet back at the hive.
You sure a minute?
Kendra thinks
Like for reals?
half that.
A minute makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Like
I think half that. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. If we
Yeah.
can make 30 seconds work, then 30 seconds. But we're not going past a minute.
Maximum allocated time, 1 minute.
Does she always do that?
Sure. Seems like she's programmed to.
All right. What else are we missing?
I think that's it. Now it's just shopping. Shopping.
Okay.
Uh,
I think what I will do later is I'm gonna look at my. Actually, you guys can shop first. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look at my stats and see if I'm eligible for a what you call it.
magic item.
No. A feat. Yes.
A fet. Okay.
A fiat.
Okay. Did Adam mention anything about not dinosaurs being the preferred shape? Because I
No,
remember you
he-
sculpted a dinosaur.
Yeah, he was like, can you become this? 'Cause that was the
dinosaur.
suggestion,
And she
yeah.
was like, yes. But there was no
Yeah.
specific
There was no
mention.
instruction for you to turn into that.
Yeah.
Like, can you become this? Yes. All right, good. Then knock it down.
Eventually you'll realize if you don't give her specific instructions, it's no good.
I will realize this in time. Dun, dun, dun.
When you're buying stuff. Yes, okay.
When I'm buying.
Okay.
So what are we doing now? Shopping RP.
All right, I've compared stat numbers with Hayes,
Uh-huh.
and I should have a feat.
Mobile.
Nah, son.
Alert.
Oh wait, we're level 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting Ritual Caster.
What?
Nice. Because she has to identify shit.
Yeah. Oh wait, okay. I'm flipping to my spell sheet, and apparently that was always part of her.
All right, this music's tilting me. I need to stop.
It's like Ben outsmarted himself.
Yes, I forgot what past me was doing.
I have my notes.
Like legit.
Legit forgot what Pasty was doing.
Yeah. Like I've got comprehend languages, detect magic, identify, find familiar, tiny hut, and phantom steed.
One of those is really, really useful for a heist and getaway.
Yes.
Phantom Steed. Or Tiny Hut.
Pretty sure
No,
not.
I think tiny hut is see-through.
Oh, it's either. Okay, never mind.
It's just like I am safe. No, I pull
I
like
am
a
safe
throw
for
a tarp
8
over it.
hours.
throw a tarp over it. Tiny hut.
Okay. So, what are we buying? We've got. This is what we got so far. And then for everybody else, I think I'm gonna get studded leather armor instead of just leather.
Studded armor. Oh, we're equipping ourselves. Huzzah!
I want a
Alright.
better finished weapon.
Just let me know how much stuff you guys are, how much money you guys are using, and I'll just add it.
Ben is the treasurer now.
Yeah.
You did give him the money.
Yeah, fair.
So
Because
far, I've used.
who in Turukmal gives a fuck about gold pieces, right? Like, fuck that.
So far, I've used 28. That's 3 on the boxes and 25 on a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this
wanna-
casket is so expensive.
I want to
It's
buy. I want to
pretty
buy
good,
the portal
so-
keys. I don't know how much she's gonna sell them to me.
Oh, we should go to get the portal key first.
Yeah, so you can talk to the
Yeah.
thing.
Let's go.
So you-
Portal key.
You'll probably be doing this while Kendra is.
Kendra's doing her.
Yes, because I've got a lot of
counterfeiting.
stuff to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's counterfeiting, and then we're going shopping for stuff.
So the 4 of us plus Fira are going
Let's
shopping.
Yep.
go.
All right, DM. I would like to meet the person I don't like very much.
Stop
I did not know she
Alluvius.
was a lady.
Neither did
being
I.
Verity.
Who?
Why do you not like her?
Oh, because she's friends with Verity.
What? Do you just not like all the friends of Verity right now?
Right now, yes.
Kendra's the friend of Verity. I pulled out one of his pamphlets.
Yeah. I think everybody is a friend of Verity.
Everybody's a friend of Verity right now.
Even
Everyone who's
Sony.
met Verity.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like, best guy.
Adam's the bad guy.
All right. How do you wish to get there?
Car.
Following Iman or Sony, whoever knows the way.
You're
think
going
we're
to
both going.
walk?
Cart.
Oh,
Can I hail a taxi?
Walk.
shit! I didn't know it was that far away.
It's pretty
I'm
far.
so used to us just walking around in the ladies' ward. My bad.
So, how would you like to get there?
By cart, if you so please, Mr. DM.
Hail the taxi.
Hail a cab.
Hail a taxi.
Be like, excuse
How much
me.
money do you want to waive?
A
Not-
gold piece each.
Not very much, cause
1 gold piece for all 3.
Well, we'll leave it to Sony because she does this a lot.
She
Calls
splurges.
Uber.
Calls Uber straight away.
she lifts one of her pants legs.
When you said
Are
lift,
you
I thought you
interested
meant,
in
like,
that?
lift.
You know those highway pick-uppers.
No, it's more like she lifts her veil a bit.
Yeah, lifts her veil a little bit. Like 3 carts stop in front of her.
No, DM, I'm looking at your magic item list and we can buy nothing. Nothing!
Yeah, buying magic items. is
Except
not
for the
way to
filter
go.
of love.
What the fuck?
It's 100 gold.
I'm
Oh,
Hello,
man.
the thing crashed for me for some reason.
Okay.
Oh.
Nani.
Okay, so for
Okay, we-
5 gold pieces, Sonika can hail an Arcadian Sky Pony chariot. Do you want to go higher or lower?
Three
That's
gold
fancy.
pieces. 1 each.
All right. For 3 gold, you can get a Pegasus ride, but you know, a bit of finesse is required there.
Yes. Wait, can 3 people ride on the Pegasus? Oh, a child is
3
carrying
people
a.
can't ride. It'll be 3 separate ones, but you're recommended to have your own feather fall.
So that is like 1 gold piece each.
Yes.
Wow.
We're doing it. Let's
So,
go.
are you up to it? It's gonna be riding a horse, a flying one.
Is
Uh,
Fira going with you guys, or is she gonna chill with Kendra?
Fira asks, Adam, where do you need me to go?
You're pretty good with your hands. Can you possibly ask Kendra to help you make some arrows that would help us
What?
when we're
Huh?
doing the fight?
Arrows?
Magic
seems
arrows
special
using
arrows?
ironwood.
She seems pretty smart. Maybe she'll tinker something up for you.
Fira looks over to Kendra. Can you make arrows?
Can I make arrows? Can I make special arrows? I don't know that I have this
Check
ability.
what skills you have.
You have tinkerer's tools.
I've Tinker's tools, but like whether what that allows me to do varies on setting.
Okay. What Fira obviously can fletch her own arrows.
Yes.
Can you do anything special for it?
Ah, there you go.
Okay. Strictly speaking,
+1
What?
ammunition.
what I can do is I can make it make sound.
Mhm.
I can make it like move around after it's landed somewhere. And I can make it catch fire with the because I've got the lighter thing, the music box thing, and the animal thing. Like from the
Do you-
PHB
Yeah, got it.
under rock
So,
note.
all right, you can modify the arrows in those ways. Or rather, if you want to simplify, I'll say you're tying something small onto it.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
It's like make holes, so it's a whistling arrow.
What? That
Yeah.
would
Can I do
what?
stuff like that? Like I.
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
that would be a good way to
All right.
call attention.
Whistling arrow, or like a special bladed arrow that's designed to cut ropes if she needs that.
Okay, so whistling arrows for sound, and then bladed arrow to cut ropes.
Yes. So it does like minor. Like, it does less damage, but it does slashing damage.
Slashing damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I can like attach the lighter thing for it.
You
but
can
that-
make blunt arrowheads as well if you want to.
With the
Oh,
boxing glove.
the boxing glove arrows, yes.
Blunt arrowheads allow you to do non-lethal.
Oh, that would be good.
That is so good.
Okay, that would be good. I'll focus on those. Maybe like 2 or 3 whistling arrows.
Remember,
And then,
Fira, we don't want to kill people now.
10
I'm gonna
blunted
knock 'em out.
arrows.
So that means I'm the only one who can control myself. Oh no.
Alright, here. Yay, Kendra and Fira teamwork. Make things.
Make things.
Make things.
Right, it takes a bit of time for Fira to slowly start coming around to Kendra and like realizing that maybe she might not be dealing with like a complete useless thing after all.
Hey,
Burn.
very useful.
But is Kendra quite quiet when working?
Yes, or she'll like talk out loud, but mostly to herself. It's like, oh, if we do this, then
Okay, so the opposite of Sonica.
what does Sonica do? Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I think Fira can handle that.
Okay, she gets one special one that lights stuff on fire.
Ooh. Special fire arrow.
Yes, it doesn't do fire damage, but you shoot it at something, and then it like embeds itself there, and then it like a little lighter, like
Okay, one igniting arrowhead.
yes. So you use it for you shoot it at like a wagon, and then it'll light the fabric on fire or something like that.
Okay. Alright,
so
that's Fira handled.
Yeah, that's what
Alright.
Fira is doing. We're gonna go buy this portal key. On Pegasus's.
We're gonna
Okay.
fly there in style.
Sonica, how do you hail the Pegasus?
Sony.
Is there like a special whistle that she can do?
Just play by ear and go with it, whatever you think of.
Yeah, okay. So Sony's probably. Oh wait, we're in the lower ward, right? Or in the
Yes.
hive?
You're
Lower
currently
ward.
in hive.
In the hive.
We're in the
How are
hive,
they gonna
we're in the-
come?
Walk
But
to
yeah,
the
she's
lower
probably
ward.
going to do a few very loud whistles
Mhm.
to call up the Pegasus. She probably uses them often, so they kind of know when they hear her sound. She does it like several times, so 3 of them come.
Okay, a hive is a bit trickier though. When you
Yep,
make
I know,
that
that's why
noise,
she does
you
it very
attract griffins instead.
Okay, that's fine too.
What do you
Oh,
attract?
jeez.
Griffin.
Griffins.
Oh, that's fine.
I guess this will do as well.
Okay. The griffins are 5 silver pieces each, but
Nice.
and a saddle is provided, but they do warn you that you may need to make like animal handling experience of your own.
Oh, do I even have that?
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, okay, I'm good. Yeah.
Not looking forward to
can
this.
Can try. Definitely.
Not looking forward.
Are we riding this bird?
We're going.
She just
I'm
watches.
just letting
She's
you
like,
know that
the
I'm not
thing-
looking forward to this.
she
Iman's
she
like, "You know
looks
what?
at
I'm just gonna
Sony.
fly myself.
She looks
Animal
at Sony.
handling.
She looks at Sony. She goes, "This is not a Pegasus."
I'm sorry, they're bird. This is the hive. This is the best that I can do.
Okay, and then she climbs on.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Since Iman is the first to get on, how would you like to do your animal handling?
She's going to hold on to the reins. There's reins and stuff, right? It's like riding a horse, but it's
Yeah,
a flying
Sony's probably
thing.
gonna teach her how. It's like, yeah, you hold here. This is the one. Don't let it go. Put your legs
She's
up
like-
in the stirrups.
Okay, then she puts her
A
leg
bit
up,
more.
and then she tries
no, wrong
to
hole.
sit on one of the feathers, like one of the wings, and it's like the wrong one.
Yeah. That is the wrong hole, man. The other one.
Unsure, there is no hole. She puts in stirrup. She is now sitting on the saddle correctly, hopefully.
Okay, but
Yeah.
getting to the saddle is the easy part.
Yep. And then now she's waiting for instructions. What now?
Okay. It's alright. You can follow me. I'm gonna lead the way.
And she
So
watches.
she's going to look at Adam. Is Adam going to climb up? Are you having trouble, Adam?
No, this is
Oh, is this your first
Fine.
time seeing a griffin?
no. Yes. but
Yes. Which is it? You're so funny.
This is fine.
Griffin looks like a cross between a bird and the lower limbs of a great large cat of some kind.
Yeah.
You're not sure which personality is behind the mind here.
This is
Hurry up, come on. They're not gonna wait you for long.
Yep. Coming on, and I climb on and sit in the saddle.
Adam,
Yeah.
it identifies weakness. Roll animal handling.
Oh god. It- Oh dear lord. 11.
It takes off without waiting for the others.
Oh god.
Oh, dear me. She's gonna try to whistle one time to see if it starts, and then she's gonna get on her straight.
Iman is gonna follow whatever Sony does.
Yeah. So Sony's gonna going to climb her griffin in one movement. I'm gonna go like, giddy up.
Right, the griffin responds well to Sony, since she's obviously used to this. All right, so Sony, what's your plan to catch up with the runaway griffin?
Oh god.
She's gonna do her whistle again. Does it hear?
Um,
Hey you! She's gonna like try to rush towards it and do the whistle. It's like this way, this way.
Okay, animal handling check, Sony.
Okay, new one.
I was
Alright.
about to say.
Sony,
See-
you whistle out and you're approached by two more griffins in mid.
Oh, not you!
Uh,
Shoo shoo!
seeing what just happened.
Pull your reins! Pull your reins towards me.
Guess what does Iman do?
Iman's going to repeat the whistle before she realizes two more is gonna come.
Animal handling Iman.
Oh my god. Okay. 21.
Wow, Iman, natural.
Okay.
This is
Iman,
why you turn
the
to
two
animals.
griffins that go to Sony instead decide to come to you now.
and then she's gonna really quickly cast speak with animals.
Yes.
And then she's gonna tell the griffin to stop the other griffin. Or rather slow it down, like corral it to the back and follow Sony.
Telling which one to do it.
So I'm telling the two that is now with me to slow down.
Riderless ones.
Yeah. To slow down the one Adam is on. To get in the back of the line.
Okay, I would like to see this in character.
Okay, she's gonna cast Speak with Animals. And it's funny because her Speak with Animal voice is a New York voice. She's gonna be like, "Hey! I'm walking here! Hey, I need your help, right? So can you help me get that idiot and your friend, because your friend's not an idiot, at the back of the line? I'm sorry, he's a bit stupid."
Why do you know that Adam's stupid?
It
Because she
comes out.
knows.
Speak with animals. I
Alright.
don't know what they sound
The
like.
two
so-
griffins immediately head off in pursuit after the first one. However, there's still some distance in between. Adam, how do you want to try and slow yourself from going on a wild runaway?
Sony still shouting to him to pull the reins.
I. Whew. Okay.
Be the master of the griffin! Pull the reins! Take control of your life!
I would like to, because it has wings, right?
Yes.
I would like to try and stop one wing from flapping.
Grapple check.
Just turn into Balasar and yell at it.
Yeah.
It senses weakness. Perhaps
Whoa, one. Okay.
You grapple its wing.
Uh-huh.
It starts like plummeting in a circular angle. It starts plummeting sharply towards the angle of the other wing you did not grab.
Okay.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Adam, no!
Now that it's doing that, while we're plummeting, I cast Featherfall onto it. Okay,
Why
I'm guessing I can do
yourself
that
as
because
well?
Featherfall is a reaction.
Are you
yeah,
gonna
you
twin
can.
spell it again?
Yeah, I
Remember,
I
Featherfall is
I cast
a lot of
Featherfall onto
people.
it, onto myself just in case too.
yeah.
And then-
Featherfall is a
Do
lot
you
of
know
people.
Featherfall is a group spell?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's 8
Yes.
people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Featherfall on it and myself. And then I'm gonna let the wing go, and then I'm gonna like stroke his neck like to calm him down. Like his beak, his head, his neck, whatever that I can reach, I guess. Animal handling.
Acrobatics check.
Oh god.
You can do it.
18?
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay.
good.
You attempted to grapple it and make it fall. It's now trying to throw you off.
Oh no.
Oh god. Ah.
Adam, you see two more griffins flying towards you with like sharp intent in their eyes.
Okay. I have no idea why they're coming towards me. I will see if I can jump off this griffin and catch the other griffin.
Oh no.
This is acrobatics.
11.
Okay.
Oh man.
Adam!
Why this?
He still has feather fall on.
He has
I'd like to
featherfall.
check. Featherfall stops working once you land on the surface, right?
I
Oh, he is on the surface. Does that count?
suppose. I could click it for you. 1 sec. Featherfall.
Is the back of a griffin a surface?
If it lands before the spell ends, it takes
Yeah.
Oh, it's finished.
It's
the
a
griffin counts
surface.
as a platform.
A griffin is a surface.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, Adam, you jump to the other griffin, but you reach your hands out and you fail to catch onto its beak as it shakes you off, and you're now free falling.
Oh god.
Can
I'm-
Sonny try to catch him? What do I have?
You're on your own griffin, Sonny.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna cast Featherfall again, right? I ain't
Just
gonna.
give up and cast like fly or some shit.
I'm gonna cast Fly on myself. There you
You
go.
know, fly doesn't last very long, right?
Yeah.
but it lets you like fly.
So fly or featherfall?
I'm gonna cast Fly, cause I don't think Featherfall's gonna work anymore.
He's given
Okay,
up.
Adam is flying now by his own power, but the three griffins have gone flying off ahead with their own business.
Where do we
Fail.
land if we land?
Wait, don't you want to fly and catch up to your griffin?
He's leaving. I ain't.
Okay. Alright.
That thing's crazy. I ain't gonna ride it.
Alright, alright.
Can he fit behind like one of us?
Your griffin has to agree to it. Has to be made agreeable to that.
Yeah, I fly next to Sony, and then I'll be like, and then I'm like, I tell her like, can I ride behind you?
I'll hover the griffin a bit and I'll look at the griffin. It's like she pats the back behind her and then she says, "Okay? Is it okay?"
Says no.
It's like second rider.
The Griffin shakes his head.
Animal handling check.
Make it good.
I mean, it can't be worse than the last two rolls, right?
Hang on. Oh no.
Silencio.
Do I get blessed?
Why do you have less?
No, I don't. Oh, what's with this? It's like everyone keeps getting 21 as the second roll. This is so bad. It's a hoax.
Sony, you're trying to persuade the griffin to take on extra weight.
5 more 5 more silver. Same price.
This one is quite well behaved, but it's also a bit like clean and prim.
Where we are going is not that far, right?
It's quite far.
Okay. 5 more silver. 1 go. That is total.
Persuasion.
We're doing fucking taxi rides, man. What the fuck?
Come on, man. I'll pay double fare.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good,
there
that's
we
good.
go.
Please.
The griffin makes a little ruffling noise and allows Adam to sit on the rear end as well.
Oh, the god.
Yay!
Nice.
Sony's gonna give it a kiss on the back of its head. Good Griffin.
It's moving slower now though to compensate for the weight.
That's okay. Take your time.
Okay. And let's see, what was the destination you wanted to go to?
We are
this
going to the Friendly Fiend
Alluvious
Magic
Russian.
Shop.
Antivirms and Antiquities. That's M21.
M21? Oh, it wasn't Friendly Fiend?
No. Pilgrim's Antiquities.
Ah.
The thing like a cylinder.
Ah, okay.
Oh no, it's gone now. Oh, there it is.
Antiquities.
Okay. It takes you the better part of an hour or two to arrive. And when you finally do, you recognize the same green tower as before. Strictly structured, smooth, with green marble. You head in through the front door and like already there's the sounds of the bazaar all around you. People buying and selling. Some people like looking and pointing at Sonika.
She waves to them.
Iman, you recognize this place as the whole burst of noise engulfs you, and Adam as well.
Oh god.
Adam, it seems not too long ago that here you were having a bowl of some kind of a stew and partaking with Newt.
Ah, missed the little guy. It's alright. I will save him in due time. I'm here for official business.
Wait, what do you see?
The old stew place.
Oh, okay.
Menu. I still have their pot.
What?
Sorry.
Give it back.
No, I get to keep it. It was part of the gold, okay?
That's true.
It's part of the gold.
Okay, and you head in, and give me a moment. Right, you head into the shop, recognizing the familiar array of like unpacked boxes, display cases, customers milling about, contemplating, staircase heading up. The thin old woman is sitting behind the counter again, and Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Someone looks familiar walking around there.
What?
It's the gnome boy.
This
The
motherfucker.
gnome?
It's the gnome boy.
But it's not. He's not familiar to me, right? There's no way. I don't know this cat.
It's the gnome.
I know, but I mean, like, I never.
Well, Sonika and Iman obviously do not recognize this character.
Yeah, I've seen him
No?
around, but I've never talked to him. Only Verity and Haley have talked to him.
Only
Yeah.
face.
All right then.
Oh yeah.
So everyone just casually carries on with their business.
Yep.
I never talked to him before.
The gnome
But I
has
do
a blue
recognize
ferret
his-
of some kind on his neck, and is walking around casually browsing.
But I recognize him. Can I approach him?
What do you recognize him from?
I mean, like from the pantry that time. when
Hayes
we-
and Verity have described him before.
Yeah, when I saw him at like as one of the figures that was like on the broken building. I've seen.
Did
Alright.
you see him?
I saw
Wasn't
him.
it only
I saw him.
his?
I saw him.
Okay.
Pretty sure I saw him. Cause I got chugged off like, you know, I got carried off by the chaotic sex.
Wait, you didn't see him? I mean, like you were indoors the whole time, or you
Alright,
got checked out.
No, so I don't know him, so I ain't gonna approach him. If I've never
Alright.
seen him, I'm not gonna approach him.
Okay.
Okay.
So you mind your own business, approaching the old tiefling lady at the counter.
Yes.
Hello, dear. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to look for a portal key. A very specific portal key. One-time use.
Oh, yes, I have heard of those. What do you have in mind?
I need one that takes me to any plane. Any plane, really. It's not.
Specific, yeah.
Do you have a plane where there's a face and it appears and it's super evil and it talks to you?
Adam, where are you trying to go?
I don't know. I went to the astral plane once. Something weird happened to me. I just thought of it. It's stupid. If you don't have it, it's fine.
The tiefling looks at you over her oversized spectacles for a moment, and moves her hands in a gesture of casting. It looks something like this. And she shifts her hands. You see something like a wall form between them,
Uh-huh.
a wall of twisting faces and writhing limbs, like struggling to get out of the mortar but being incorporated back into it.
Oh, what the fuck? No. More like one giant evil face.
There's some stairs around the shop as you're saying this. Evil? What is evil?
I changed to I changed to Belisar and I point at myself, like this, like
It's so amazing every time you do that.
this.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
She claps her hands and creates a new image. And here you see a 5-headed dragon of some kind.
Oh!
Hard to tell what kind of like scale it is, but well, at least one of those heads is definitely red and definitely resembles Balasar in some way.
Is that your uncle?
No. Look, lady. I'm trying to go somewhere that I've been before. Do you have any way to look into my mind?
Show me a picture.
I have no picture. It is in my mind. Can you read my thoughts?
Okay, I shall try. She adjusts her spectacles and motions you forward.
Yeah, I step forward. I'm thinking of the time when I was in the astral plane and then I got to see that spooky looking face for a moment and then I came back. I'm thinking of that moment. That plane. That weird ass plane. Wherever that was. I don't know where it was.
Okay, Balasar tries to imagine with Adams. Okay, what particular what particular moments do you recall the most?
From that instance,
Yeah.
overwhelming power, confusion, just the face being there looking at me, and I was super confused. I don't recall much else from that moment. It was so brief.
So Balasar does not have a perfect recollection.
Yeah, but he remembers the face because Adam memorizes the face, and they share the memories now. So he doesn't recall like much of anything else, but the face is pretty crystal clear.
All right.
The evil eyes, like oh.
Okay. You recall these memories and you feel like her hand on your head reading over you.
Okay.
Okay. Sonny and Iman, what's your passive perceptions?
18.
Whoa, that's pretty high. Holy crap.
15 for Sony.
Sonny and Iman, you notice the gnome stop and look in the direction of Balasar after the changing. But then he pulls his pipe out when Balasar steps forward and gets his head touched by Eluvius Ruskin. And the little ferret by his side starts squeaking.
So I hear this, right?
You notice this?
You notice the squeaks.
I'm gonna look at him. So for the first time I'm seeing him. Have I seen him around before?
Sonny, do you notice people who are not fabulous?
No. But he looks gross.
Yuck.
Okay,
Remarkably so.
make a wisdom check to see if you remember anything about something like this.
Okay, just plain wisdom. No. It's just gross. I'm gonna wipe him off my memory now.
Like just wash. Iman is going to go up to Madame Alluvius. What do people call her? Like it's just Alluvius? Like Miss, Madam? What does she hear other
Well, people
people
who are friendly to her just call her Lou.
call her? But from other people who are in the shop, what do they address her as?
The majority of the
Yeah.
Miss Ruskin, or some of them go by first name basis, Eluvius. She doesn't seem to mind either way.
Okay, she's gonna go up and she's gonna ask, "Hi, Miss Raskin. I am Iman. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your security over there." And then she points to the gnome. "He seems really interested in my friend."
Okay, this is going to be interesting. La 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 la. Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Even worse. Oh,
interesting.
1 perception. The gnome hides. 15.
I
What gnome?
don't know.
Oh, just a moment, dear. I'm concentrating. She has her hand on Balasa, but when she turns to look at Iman, you see her eyes widen behind the thick, overgrown spectacles.
Overgrown spectacles.
Yes.
Yes, they grown big down in Sigil.
It drinks too much milk.
Are you feeling well, madam? There's something very strange about you.
I am perfect, thank you. I was just wondering about your security guard.
I do not have a security guard.
Ah. That's okay then. What is the gnome dude doing? Is he still there?
Yeah, he seems to be watching the situation, or rather watching the exchange between Balasar and Eluvius. But as he noticed you come in, like the familiar rather like the little ferret by itself, like goes a bit quiet, and he pops the pipe back in.
Doesn't know what's going on. She's like, I don't know this. Okay.
Sony doesn't really mind. She's used to being stared at.
He's not
This
looking at
when-
Sonny though. He's looking.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Like, being stared at is a normal thing for her. So unless they come closer, she usually doesn't care if people stare at someone.
Okay.
Everyone gets stared at.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is a
like,
normal thing.
yeah, it's so normal.
Okay.
Okay. So Iman, you approach him, and he puts his pipe back in and looks at you.
Greetings. I am Iman. And she's like holding her hand out for a handshake. What do?
Interesting. What's your model number?
I don't think you are authorized to know that.
All right. Origination point.
That information is also redacted.
Is your servicer the Harmonium or the Mercy Killers or the Governors?
Neither.
What are you at liberty to speak of with regards to your origins?
Not much that I can think of. Most of it requires authorized permission. Perhaps a name?
Seems to be thinking a bit as he chews on his pipe. Sonny, do you want to do anything?
She is a little Balasar is still being read by the lady, right?
Yes.
Well, since they're doing that, she's going to go and approach to Iman. It's like, is something wrong, Iman?
No, not really.
Is the man bothering you?
No, I think the situation is quite the opposite.
Are you bothering the man? Are you interested in that sort of thing?
I'm not sure.
Are you okay, little man? She's gonna say to the no.
Oh, I'm fine. If this is a friend of yours, it's a very unusual one.
Well, I'm very sorry. It's like she's born yesterday, but she means well.
Can I, do I know what kind of tobacco he's smoking from the smell?
Analyzing.
Arcana check.
Oh shit. Okay.
Arcana, wow, not even.
Boop. Please be good. Oh, 9. Blech.
He's smoking that arcane weed.
The arcane pot. It's 420.
It's not one you can tell of. All you can tell is it does not seem to be a conventional soft tobacco.
That's interesting. My records do not show the tobacco kind that you are smoking.
I'm sorry, sir. My friend here, she likes to learn of new things. Well, most everything is new to her. Won't you?
How new?
I don't know. We just met about a few days back. But won't you humor her?
Why not? A few days back. All right. Do you know where we are?
We are at... Wait, hang on. What is the name of this place? Tivium's Antiquities.
You know about Tivium's Antiquities.
That is
She
correct.
learns fast.
Okay, and the whole place you're in, you know?
This is a plane called Sigil. Information still required.
What sort of information?
All information.
She wants to know of your pot.
Oh, no.
Query, pot,
He called
Query
it
what?
that.
pot.
That thing you're smoking.
It's just the usual little bit to keep my mind sharp and going. You know how it is. Sigil, okay, do you know who's in charge of this place?
Records show it is, what's her name again? Silver Lady, Blade Lady, what? Something Lady. Forget. Iman knows. Sha doesn't know. Sha forgets.
Lady of Pain.
Right.
Don't call her Lady of Pain. You call her, shit.
Right?
Not Silver Lady. Silver Lady is in like Sir Dante.
Too many
We forgot
ladies.
our ladies.
It's like Iron Lady. No, that's Margaret Thatcher. What is her name?
Sigil Lady. Google it.
The sigil up from my life. Lady of Pain? No, that's like what people call
You don't-
her.
Yeah.
Her Serenity? What?
Yeah, her Serenity Lady of Pain. Oh, that will.
Her name is Dolores.
Sigil. Oh, you know,
Dolores?
you should read out the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It's like
It's interesting,
Lady
but
of Pain
playing this
is a
character,
fictional
you cannot
protector.
challenge yourself to research.
Yeah, I have to do. Okay, so she's going to go through the wiki page. Lady of Pain. The Lady of Pain is a protector of the city of Sigil. She is also
She is
known
also-
as her Serenity.
There's an abrupt hush in the room as people are turning around. You're saying this, and like the gnome is freezing up a little bit.
Go on.
And then she jumps to the description.
Sony probably does a bit of a shh. Not so loud.
Back away slowly.
She hears Sony say not so loud, and then she starts to whisper, "The lady is sometimes seen as floating, robed, monolithic, and gargantuan woman, with her impassive, expressionless bracketed by an imposing mantle of sharpened blades. No reliable witness has ever heard her speak." She's still whispering. "Although she can communicate through her servants, the Davis, former Mercy Killers facto."
Okay,
Allison.
lady. I really need the back rooms for a bit. And the gnome turns and runs up the stairs.
Oh, I think you scared him. Oh dear.
And like quite a few customers are putting whatever they're looking at back on the shelf and like starting to leave as well.
"Oh, was it something I said?" Because she sees everybody left. She's like, "Dudes, where?"
People walk faster after you say that.
Still a massive smile plastered on her face. Big white eyes.
You did
Okay.
good.
You did good.
And then she walks back to,
Okay, I'll
Miss
wait.
Ruskin.
Cut for here. I'll move on to Balasa.
okay.
Balasa. Details. Eluvius Ruskin has her eyes closed, like deep in your own thoughts as well, as trying to reach around and sift through the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Balasar, you can make out you sort of make out what's going on, as in like Iman approaches this gnome that's like has a pipe and a little ferret. They exchange some conversation. Then people in the room start freezing up when the Lady of Pain is mentioned, and start taking leave, and the gnome runs off as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very fascinating. Will you allow me to go a bit deeper? I think I'm catching on to something here.
Sure.
Okay, do you make an intelligence saving throw or do you fail it?
I fail it. She asked permission. There's no reason for me to make the intelligence saving throw.
All right. So, before you got to this place, what do you remember? How was your arrival?
I don't recall. You must pardon my memory. I've just had a very traumatizing experience.
Then what happened before that, even? Let's go back to the earliest point you can remember before getting to this plane.
We were in another plane. Astral plane, perhaps? Yes, something like that.
That's a transition zone.
Perhaps.
And before that?
I stabbed myself with a portal key to get there. Perhaps that has something to do with it.
Portal key?
Yes. I believe it was procured here, but I was not part of this transaction, so do not take my word for it.
Oh, there was a gnome girl?
Yes.
And it brought you here?
Balasa, do you share your visions of the astral plane and the dead rotting corpse and the stuff there.
Yeah. He's sharing. He don't give a fuck. Yeah, he shares like whatever is going to help her figure out. Because right now, Belisar only remembers a face. Like that's all he remembers. He doesn't remember how he got there. What was the reason he got there? He remembers specifically the face from Adam's view. So he's letting her like dig through like the dead people, like the sand, like whatever
Okay, but actually, when you mention face, you're talking about the first Kai plane, weren't you?
Yeah. No.
No,
Yes.
when he burned, I think it
No.
was when he burned the sand,
Yeah?
and he met that. It was when he was burning the sand in the astral plane, and then
It was
you
in
know,
the astral plane for sure. That much
Yeah.
I can confirm. It's not
it was
in
when
the
he
Kai
buried
plane.
himself, and
It's
then
not-
he casted fireball on himself, and
So
then the sand turned into glass, and then he saw the face. And then he did it again because he wanted to fight the face. He wants that face.
Oh, okay. This is very
Yes.
interesting.
Not it happened in the astral plane for sure, not Kai plane.
All right.
Yeah.
You remember that face, that demonic face? Demonic, was it?
I don't know.
You remember the face staring, looking at you, vivid and fresh, as it sears and imprints itself into your mind.
Yes. That much I recall.
And then its mouth opens with the rumble of 1,000 screeches and flies buzzing forth. It points a bloated finger and it goes, "We meet again, wielder of keys." There's a scream in front of you as you realize the tiefling has broken off contact and is backpedaling.
So I guess this is after the Lady of Pain talk.
She wasn't paying attention to any of it because she was doing the mind reading stuff. But suddenly, as she screams and backpedals, like colliding into a showcase of her own, she realizes the shop is abruptly empty except for you all, and she.
We're sorry.
Iman is going to go to her and sort of try and hold her and figure out, are you okay?
Oh no, we're sorry. We emptied the shop.
We killed everyone.
We oops.
She snaps a finger at Balasa.
You! He sent you! What does he want?
I'm talking. I'm like in my own mind right now, right? So I don't know if she's saying any of that.
Huh?
Right.
No, it's the smell. The
It's
cat
broken.
box is
It's
terminated.
broken, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. It's broken. Belisar's gonna walk up to the lady and forcibly pick her up.
Iman's holding her. So,
Okay.
are you going to contest that?
Yes.
Dragon Boy, what are you doing?
Forcibly pick her up to keep her to get her to like a stand. To get her
Opposed
to stand.
strength check with Iman.
Oh my god, she has a -1 strength. Good luck, lol.
That mean, that means she's going to win it, right? It can be either one way or the
I
other.
guess not.
Yeah, so I
What?
pick her up from Iman, and then I stare at her overgrown glasses. I'm like, why did you terminate the connection?
And then Iman's going to look at Aluvius, and she can tell that she's like panicking, right?
Who's
Definitely-
yes, she's definitely
Aluvius is
panicking.
definitely panicking.
Blood pressure increased. Definitely panicking. Suggestion: put down.
Belisar puts her down. And he goes, I want to go there. Wherever there is. Do you have a key?
She looks at you just like, yes, I have a key. All right, I saved it for you. I knew you'd come one day. Just a moment.
Not yet. I also want...
She starts heading back towards the back. You may make a d20 roll.
Ooh.
Fucking... Is she trying to run away? Is that what this bitch is trying to do?
It's like, yes, I have one in the back. Climbs out the window.
I'm gonna burn her eye sockets, her eyes out of her eye sockets if she runs away.
Okay. She's definitely trying to escape from this place now. You spooked her.
Okay.
Adam, what are you doing?
I pick her back up again.
Grapple check.
Gladly.
I'm gonna do a bewitching dance to get him a minus d8.
What?
Do you have
I'm
to
going-
be looking at the dance?
As a reaction, I'm gonna do. Oh no, wait.
A bewitching
What
dance.
am I?
If you save
Yes.
it, it's not going to work.
Damn it! It's
Yes, -8 is 12 and I still beat it.
yeah.
I'm gonna grab her. And I'm gonna look at her overgrown fucking glasses again. Through her glasses into her eyes. And I'm gonna tell her, if you run away, I will burn your eyes out of their sockets. Now I will put you down. Do we have an agreement that you are not going to leave?
You have some nerve, messenger of Orcus. Knowledge religion.
Arcus?
What does that even mean?
Dorcas?
What is an Orcus?
Religion.
Can I roll it too?
6.
Mana itu religion.
Yeah, whoever heard that can roll religion.
Oh,
6.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Iman's like, oh no, we're
go
looking
Iman,
for an
go!
for a
Wikipedia,
Orcus
she
worshiper.
She doesn't have much, so yeah. 13.
13.
What's the highest?
13.
13.
There's no one here invest in knowledge skill.
Oh, who do you think we are?
Adam does, not Belisar.
We're not team 1.
This is Team Dumb.
Let me find a suitable representation.
Dorcas?
Orchestra.
Fucking Sony.
No, why does this thing have a stat block? I don't want a stat block.
It has a stat block for Orcus. What?
Orcus? You mean the orchestra just down the street? Fucking Sony, man.
I know them. They play good music.
Belisar with his knowledge religion check is gonna be like, do you mean I'm part of the orchestra?
I play
full of
music now.
arts.
I've never touched a musical instrument in my life.
I didn't know
Adam.
beating someone up was music.
It's like the orchestra. They're called Orcus.
Orchestra.
orc.
looks up.
Astra.
You ugly fellow.
I put a picture in Discord.
He went
Oh.
In
ugly.
Discord.
This fat boy. He-
Okay, in a flash,
looks
like
he can kill me.
in a flash, there's a brief recollection.
Oh wow.
She calls you a messenger of Orcus. And in that moment, the face flashes back into your mind as the same face you remember seeing drifting out in the astral plane of the immense body, the immense island that was the entire project, and still with room to spare for more. But this figure is horrifically alive, horrifically active, and aware. It's been a while since life made it here. This is all in your head, Balasar.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What was your religion roll? Okay, pathetic. You may make an Arcana roll.
Okay. 12.
That's better.
It's better than 6.
That is better than 6.
Orcus is the name of a demon prince that much you
He a bad dude.
Yeah.
Am I in my own mind again? What's going on here? And who the fuck are you?
You sought an audience with me. I granted it.
So you're the one. Like the face seems different in the sense that it is very alive now, right?
Yes.
So it took him a bit to recognize.
So you're
He's
the
gonna look
one
at it.
who
He's gonna look
buildings.
at it and he goes, "Well, sorry, I couldn't recognize you because now you seem so full of life. But you're supposed to be dead. Why did you show yourself to me that day? What reason do you have?"
I am Orcus, demon prince of undeath. Do you think I have only one body? You made contact. It was an interesting supposition. Now let's see if you're willing to serve for power.
Belisar's eyes kind of light up at the mention of power, and he looks up at Orcus and he goes, "Well, Orcus, matters not who you are, demon prince or not, but I am interested in gaining power."
She has exactly the key to the plane as you asked. Get it from her and break it.
What then? Doesn't that just create a portal? What? You just get to come out?
If you want power, you won't be afraid of the consequences.
I've been called a fool many a times, Orcus.
I'm running
Too
out.
many.
And the connection snaps just there.
Fuck! Fuck this guy!
I was in the middle of saying something.
He dropped the mic.
It's like, nope, puts down phone.
I look at Sony and Iman, and I go, she has the key.
Yes, she does. She says so.
Can you show us where's the key to this plane for Orcus?
She's like, nope.
Would Iman know anything about Orcus?
What was
Because
your result? Was
Third-
like
13.
Yeah. 13.
no,
No. Okay.
Oh god.
because the DC
Wikipedia.
is higher from your place of origin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
It's
Okay.
okay, bro.
Adam, you promised not to hurt her anymore, and we'll
Why
get
are
her
you
to get
calling
the
me
key.
Adam?
You said your name is Adam.
My name. Do I look like Adam to you? Are you fucking stupid?
I don't know. I change all the time. My name don't change.
My name is Balasar. Don't ever
Belisar.
call me
Balasar?
Adam again.
Belisar. Okay, Belisar. Belisar, you don't hurt her no more.
I'm not going to hurt her if she gives me the keys that I want. She's trying to run away, and that is the only reason I'm holding on to her.
This way then, messenger of Orcus. She motions
Okay, so we all
upwards.
follow.
I bring her to wherever she's motioning.
while they're walking,
I'm carrying her. I'm
Iman's-
not letting her go, yeah?
Iman's like asking,
Princess
query, Orcus.
I
Arcana
guess we
check,
can find out.
Can I check again? Okay, maybe it's better. I don't know. 9. It's a 9.
Can I
Clearly not
just try? Can I just try?
She's going to keep
Arcana?
repeating
This
query
is not
Orcus.
remote. This is not remote
No.
podcast kind of domain.
No,
Nope.
she's literally asking everyone around her what Orcus is. To see if
Balasar.
anybody has
Well, like
information.
Eluvius
Would
is
there-
not going to answer this. Not while like people are trying to like.
I don't think there will be any magic item that's related to him anyway. So yeah,
Hmm.
let's go.
Kendra.
Guys, this was supposed to be,
Kendra would have known.
I'm so sorry. This is supposed to be downtime.
This is downtime,
And there we
sorta.
are, like, strangling an old lady.
No, you're strangling an old lady.
Hey,
I'm
we're in
just-
this together.
I'm just making things weird, man.
Balasar always gotta start some shit, man.
Yeah, man.
you
Can't
always
take him
start-
anywhere.
This is why we can't have nice things.
God damn it.
Belisar is princess carrying a
Because
tiefling lady.
Ivan said query out loud, Balasar's just gonna say Demon Prince of Undeath.
That's a big word you used there.
Information log. Thank you.
I
Demon
bring her
Prince
to.
of
I
Undeath.
continue walking with the lady in tow.
Indicates upstairs.
Yeah, I bring her up. I'm holding her by the
Okay.
neck and I'm bringing
She
her up.
pulls a key out from her chain around her neck to unlock the door upstairs.
Okay.
And indicates upwards again, since this
I'm-
is a cylindrical tower of some
I
kind.
bring her up. As long as she points me, I'm carrying her there.
You open another door into an area full of like display cases and such. There's one or two customers here looking, but when they see you all coming, they step aside. Eluvius indicates upwards again.
Bring her up again.
Another display case area. Some of the keys here are noticeably exotic. Some like studded around with like gems of all sorts, precious kinds, some of metals you've not quite seen before, some still melting and turning as if half formed and being reformed. No customers here, and she indicates up again.
We continue.
another floor full of display cases, but they're all covered behind curtains.
Which one?
Points up again.
Oh my god. I continue upwards.
Are the others following as well?
Yep.
Pretty sure they are.
Definitely.
Okay, do any of you have any detection sensors or anything?
Mm.
I can cast detect magic.
No, but we are not casting it. Do you have a reason to cast it?
No.
I mean,
nothing
besides
special.
his keen sense of smell. No.
Aside from high perception. No.
Okay, this is supposed to be a simple section.
It's like everybody does. Damn it!
You did say you're gonna wing it. We're just like
Sure.
helping you wing it.
The next door, however, when she inserts the key in, there's a sound of 6 different locks pulling back. And a blaze of energy goes around the door frame itself before dissipating. And the chamber itself is empty except for 3 pedestals, which has fogged glass around the contents of which. And the gnome is standing there in the middle of the room as well.
What the fuck?
I point out to her and I go, "That is your security guard."
What?
No, that's the owner of this building. And this is where we stop for today.
Why does he look like he has no money?
Why did he leave? If he was the owner of this building. No, it's the same fucking gnome. Why did he leave and how did he appear up there?
We have found out who the
He said,
gnome
"I
is
need to go to the
finally.
back
God
room."
damn it!
Ah, okay. I thought he left with everyone else.
No, he didn't.
No,
leave with
he
them.
went
went
upstairs.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, we finally know who the gnome is.
Oh.
Jesus!
Ding.
Also, you might probably have to roll initiative next time.
Oh.
What?
You,
What?
You 3 die, and then Kendra and Fira are like, "Hey, they said they would be back today, right?"
Next minute, they're all gone.
We just won a portal key. 2
What
actually.
a portal key? Why is that so hard? This fucking bitch.
You're asking
Adam,
for a
I
portal
think
key
you
for
need
a
to look
demon
for another
prince.
key.
I
If
mean,
you
to be
did-
fair, I'm strangling her, so you know.
Okay, firstly, if you just needed a place that goes to any plane, why did it have to be the one plane with the creepy thing and the experiments of
Because-
questionable legitimacy going on?
Yeah, man.
And
fuck.
3 directors
Because-
there and like...
Because
Everything
that was
goes
the
back
one that was fresh in my mind. So that's where I want to go.
You could have just.
Yeah, I
picked
wanted to say like
whatever.
Adam, you're trying to use that plane for like a quick escape, right? Right?
Nope.
We're
Right?
going to go to the place with the weird mortality and soul experiments and 3 directors there and like a bunch of other things. On
Exactly.
top of a dead god thing as well.
What the fuck, bro?
It's in case anyone tries to follow him, then they'll get caught up in that bullshit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's
I
like,
thought
shit,
he's
I've
just going to
stumbled
go
upon-
to one.
I've stumbled
Ah,
upon something huge.
So much
See,
for a
that's the-
simple
that's the
shopping
beauty.
trip.
You go to a place that nobody else wants to go, nobody's gonna follow you.
You could have just asked for the void.
I can't,
Yeah.
the void's gone.
You could have
That's
asked for
not-
some random innocent plane with maybe a coconut tree. on
Yeah,
the
it's like a
island.
plane of cats or something.
Plane
Yeah, but
of
everybody
one
will
singular
want to
island.
go through. I don't want people to go through. I want them to like get the fuck out. Like this is my plane. Get out.
My
That's
plane.
not your plane.
Well,
Well,
okay.
that's what we do now.
Also, here's the thing. Do you realistically think a portal key seller is fragile and defenseless? And...
No, I do not think that. At
Well,
all, whatsoever.
Well, you don't act like it.
It's Belisar. What do you expect?
Belisar.
Our new
Sorry,
leader.
Wait,
everyone is
we
small
knew
and
this
defenseless
was
until
gonna
proven
happen.
Otherwise.
We knew this was gonna happen. And with that, I'm gonna stop the stream.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next
We're
week.
gonna die.
Bye.